What is up, everybody? I know nothing about this case. How many people have asked me about the Sarah Boone case? I couldn't even say the state. Finally found out today. It's in Florida. What's in the water in Florida? Let's go. I want to start from the beginning. I heard she's a whack-a-dack, so I'm here for it. I'm going to do it at 2x speed. I want to see this interrogation. I want to see this interview. Welcome to the stage here. Sarah Boone, what you doing, girl? Let's check it out. Those of you guys that are new like me.
Coming in.
Yes, ma'am. Can I ask you about these whenever we have a moment?
Sure. So obviously, you received his autopsy. So I'm going to read you your rights again because we have to talk about that. And since I'm talking about the incident, we just have to do it, just like we did yesterday. Just like we did yesterday. Remember I read you the rights? Your rights? Yeah, so it's the exact same thing, but since I'm asking you follow-up questions, I need to read them to you, okay?
Sure.
All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning without charge. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one can be provided for you before questioning without charge. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
And do you understand what I just read you?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So this morning we went to his autopsy, and we were informed of some injuries that he has by the doctor. So I want, so he's got scratch marks to his back.
I know that's wrong.
Okay. And it's called a contusion. Do you know what a contusion is? So like basically you're getting hit and then you get a mark from it. You'll get bruising. Like someone hit you or something like that. It's called a contusion. So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his lip. We could see his mouth was a little.
I haven't laid a hand on him.
Okay.
Also too, he fell off my son's bike.
Okay.
So I don't know, and he's notorious for running into the wall or the hall tree. So why?
Okay. What about the scratches? Because there's also sex.
Yes.
Okay. Because there's also like a scratch on the back of his neck, kind of going, but it's going straight across.
I have no idea what that's from.
And they're all recent. They occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred, the night leading up to when he was.
In all honesty, we have not gotten into it.
Okay.
That's why, the only thing I thought you guys were going to ask me about, which I was going to be honest with you anyway, are the scratch marks on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, I have no idea what it is. No idea what it is. Nonetheless, I've had my son over the house too, so.
Well, your son was there when? When was he last there?
Oh, gosh.
From my understanding, he was there.
Was she blaming marks that were on him were because of sex scratches?
Last Tuesday?
I don't know if it was Tuesday, but yes, he was there last week, so.
Well, we're talking about Sunday. Yeah. We're just talking about what occurred Sunday. Because like I said, the injuries they occurred within that time period.
So you're talking about day before yesterday?
Sunday leading into Monday. You called us yesterday at 1, but the incident, you guys were painting and stuff the night prior.
Correct.
So we're talking about Sunday and then into
Monday.
Monday.
I'm thoroughly confused because we had a good time sitting on the back porch, having wine and smoking a couple of cigarettes, and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles, and play, and listen to music. That's why nobody got out of sorts. This is what's mind-blowing to me. I have no clue. Nobody laid a hand on anybody.
He also had, on the left side of his forehead, he had basically bruising, and his head.
I thought he was in
I have no idea.
As if something hit him.
I thought he was put into a suitcase.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
How would you get those injuries?
Tell me and we'll both know. I have not touched him.
Yesterday, when we took photographs of your overall body, and they did the buccal swabs, did they go under your fingernails?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to let us
absolutely
swab underneath your fingernails?
Go for it.
Okay.
I have no idea, and I don't want to seem out of sorts, but I have no idea. We had a good day.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good day. We've had good days lately, even considering everything that's going on with our jobs and life in general and ex-wives and everything. It's been good. I don't even know where this is coming from.
Yeah, I don't even know. The last physical was probably, you said, I think, a month ago? Where you got the injury, right? You said that was a month ago?
A few weeks, give or take, yeah.
A few weeks. That was the last, physical altercation between the two of you? You said a month ago he hit you with a curtain rod.
Yeah, with a curtain rod. That's why I can't believe you guys didn't take that either.
Wow.
We've been good. I don't know if, it's since the last time he got out of jail. We've been good, and he's been having his classes and seeing his probation officer, who's amazing. So
What do you mean by good? What's your definition of good?
The probation officer,
No, you said you guys have been good. What's your definition?
I've been good. I don't think you all understand. He comes at me all the time. He comes at me. So it's either I flee or try to go upstairs and go to sleep. That's usually what it is. And I don't know if you talked to Brian about any of that, but most of the time when I flee, I go over there. So.
Right, but you're saying that you guys have been good, and when I asked you yesterday, the last incident that you could remember was the curtain rod incident, which you said was a month ago, so.
Give or take.
Right, so what do you mean by he comes after you? Like,
he gets belligerently drunk.
mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if you all have looked through my phone yet and seen any of the pictures and the videos that I have taken.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, I started documenting everything.
Okay.
So you all will see in my pictures, bloody fingers, split foreheads, he split my nose. I've got this.
Right.
I don't know if Brian told you about it, where I had to have I had one really bad surgery, but then it got really, 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 really bad, where I had to go like 4 or 5 more times afterwards and then tend to it.
Mm-hmm.
From him poking me in the back of the leg.
Right.
So it's.
Then why are you still with him?
Everybody asks me that. When I tell you guys this, I really love him. Like I do. And I feel like I can help him. Like I feel like I could help him, which I did, because he came a really long way from where he was in Philadelphia to moving back to here and to dealing with everything else that he's been dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I've really helped him. I've bailed him out of jail, 3 times. I've gone to every single hearing and every single arraignment, everything that I did for him. Gone to see all his public defenders, go to the state. I've gone to the state. I did everything for him because I'm trying to help him, because I had hope in him. And he was trying. He was really trying. And then he starts to think about things, and I think he gets overwhelmed. And then it's like, the next thing I know, he's drinking. So it's like, oh man, I know where this is going to go. So I'm going to go upstairs and read a book, or I'm going to go for a bike ride, or I'm going to do something else where I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink. The occasional wine, whatever, or if it's a weekend. That's when you have a good time. You don't have to wake up the next day. I have to wake up the next day and do things. I have to tend to Lucas. I have to take him to school. I have all this stuff to do. He doesn't know how to, I guess, maintain himself, where I can do 50 things at once and still know the 50 things more prior that I need to get done. He can't process like that. He didn't process like that. So he would literally, not literally, but have smoke coming out of his ears. So the next thing you know, he doesn't want to deal with it. I'm going to go get something to drink. So the majority of the time, I would hang out outside or do something else because I don't want to drink. And every time, his job broke his heart. And it made me sad because he had so much pride in his job. And the store that he took care of so much totally went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And that broke his heart because he had put so much work and effort into fixing it up. And his manager was awful and basically gave up on all of the employees. So I think that had a huge bearing on why he would drink so much. His ex-wife is bonkers. Mm-hmm. She was all over him all the time. Send me money, send me money, send me money. How can I send you money when I don't have a job? And he's still trying to take care of me and Lucas by paying a bill here or there, getting some groceries. So he always had something on his mind, which is why, again, I got the puzzles and the bank to try to get him off of it so we don't have a drink, or he doesn't have a drink.
Oh, I'm going to cover the case.
My phone, you can see all of the damage he has done to me and the videos of him smashing my television because he's belligerently drunk. Where most of the time, I just don't want to be there. And I try to help him. I try to calm him down. Mm-hmm. Eventually, he just passes out.
Well, yesterday, I made it sound like you guys were just drinking like a glass or two. Like, yeah, you obviously had the bottle, but you told me on recording, like, that you were not drunk. He was not drunk. You guys were having a good time.
I can't get drunk. Number one, I do not want to get drunk. I don't like being non-complimentous, having my wits about myself. I don't like feeling out of control. Mm-hmm. So
I'm just saying you're making it sound like he's a raging alcoholic today, and yesterday I was kind of asking you those questions, and you're like a little defensive, like, no, we're not alcoholics.
I'm not.
We are not, but you guys were both sober on Sunday, to your knowledge, because when I said you went and passed out, you were like, no, I didn't pass out. I just fell asleep. So now it's kind of like, what is it? Were you guys drinking and it got out of hand and it got physical?
No.
Or is it?
Sunday was one of the better days that we have had in quite some time. He's dancing with my dog. You can see that too on the pictures, him loving the dog. He loves the dog and dancing around, having a good time, and just being happy kind of thing. He doesn't know, I can get like maybe 2, 3 glasses of wine, and I'll be fine. But I have to have my wits about myself because I don't know what to expect.
Well, let's talk about Sunday. What was Sunday? How were you? Like, how many glasses of wine did you have? How many glasses of wine did he have? The bottle was gone. I mean, I don't know if you poured any out. Yes.
No, that was from previous.
You said that there was a half bottle left
Yeah, about
over.
this much.
Mm-hmm. And then that you had went, or well, I don't even know how the wine. How'd you guys get the wine for Sunday?
I'm guessing he went to Publix.
Does he like leave the house and you stay home, or do you go to Publix? Like, because I
Sometimes I'll go with him.
Okay. Did you go with him Sunday to
No.
Publix?
So most of the time what happens is, because the convenience store where we get cigarettes is here, and then Publix literally is cattywampus to it.
Okay.
So what he'll do is he'll start, go by Publix, and then on the way back, catch the convenience store.
Okay.
So
Is that what he did Sunday?
I'm guessing that's what he did, because the next thing I know, he's walking in with a bottle.
Okay.
So that's,
Okay.
it's him trying to be nice, so I don't have to go out and do it. Plus there's stuff that are around the house that I had to take care of. So that's usually what will happen. Or I'm folding laundry and he'll go run out and do whatever.
Okay. So where were you guys
He's not
at on drunkenness, not drunkenness on Sunday?
I
You told us you weren't drunk.
No, I was not drunk.
Right.
I was not drunk. So with him, I don't know. I know when it's like, oh, okay, man, where I have told him, slow down. It's starting to catch up with you. Slow down, slow down. And another thing too is I don't like listening to music with him because he gets too involved in the music, and the music that he listens to is a little rough around the edges, and like just, it makes me fractious listening to his music. So I kept asking him, let's just you and me talk. You and me will just be the ones that are talking, which was fine because I mean, we were playing with the dog, whatever. And then it's like, okay, now let's do the painting. We just did the puzzle, took a break. Now let's do this. Sure enough, sat down. We're sitting in there talking, laughing, talking about new movies. We're watching movie trailers while we're doing painting and all that other stuff. So it's still background noise to him because I think that's what he's used to, is having background noise. Where me, I can sit in here all day with not a peep. But he always has to have some kind of background noise, which I didn't mind because the trailers were cool. And he was interested in showing them to me, getting excited about movies that were out or upcoming.
Okay.
So
On your laptop you're talking about?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I mean, and then it was.
You said it was a good day. Like, you guys didn't have any conversations about your relationship? You guys didn't go down like the rabbit hole, like had too many to drink, and you guys start getting.
No, when I tell you this, it made me so happy that he actually listened to what I had to say. With just, we'll get through it. This will be fine. It's just, it's a small hurdle that you and I together will get through because.
I'm talking about the money, jobs,
daughters. Yes.
Nothing relationship-wise though, like no issues. Like, did you guys have a conversation about your relationship, or was it just about
just like what's going on right now?
Yes.
I try to evoke it from him so he gets it off his chest because I call him the volcano where eventually he's going to erupt.
Right.
And what he has learned in his classes is to communicate, which is a huge thing in a relationship, where he has been practicing communication. So he actually talks to me about things and unburdens himself. Put it on me. I'll sit there and try and figure it out for you. Like I have almost everything. Not a worry. Just tell me. Get it out of you.
Right.
But it was, when I tell you, I was so happy. Like it was such a good day. I kid you not. The weather was beautiful outside. I'm the one that had him go inside so we can do puzzles and painting and listen to music or whatever else he wants to do. So then he starts doing whatever it is we're doing together in the living room and then starts talking because I think he gets comfortable with, okay, you know what? We're here. It is a good day. Let me go ahead and explain myself. So I know. Nobody else knows, but I know. Nobody knew George better than I did. I say that I knew George better than himself. And I tried in every way, shape, and form. Ask everyone. I helped him. I took care of him. I miss him a lot, and I didn't even sleep last night. I miss him a lot.
I mean, is there any chance it got to be too much for you and you couldn't handle taking care of him and
I never stopped.
trying to?
I never stopped. That's what I'm here for. I never stopped. I'm here now, and I'm still trying to help him.
Yeah, we just don't. I mean, it's unexplainable how he got these injuries, and
I have no idea.
you were the only one with him.
100% right hand to God. I have no idea how he got them. Nobody touched anybody. Nobody touched anybody.
Okay. You had mentioned that you would take photos, videos, just kind of like a proof and just in general.
Yeah, I started documenting at one point, but that was way before, I think, the last time that he got arrested, where he was flying off the deep end. But then I had him bailed out. I got him out of jail.
Right.
But because he had violated the pretrial diversion, this time it's probation, so you don't have a choice in it. You have to go see your probation officer. You have to go to these classes. It's court ordered. Where it took him a while to get used to it and understand, they're not messing around. I even went down and met his probation officer, which I say she's wonderful. That's one of my questions to talk to you about. Hugged me and said how much she knows that I take care of him. She called me personally one time when George was at work, when he was working. 42-minute phone call. She and I just saying how grateful she is that George has me. And she knows how hard I'm working to help him, just as she is and just as the classes will. So once he started actually going on a regular basis to the probation officer and then to his substance abuse class and his, I don't know what the IP stands for, Matters Intervention Program, and actually listening to what it is everyone had to say, he changed. Like I could see a change in him, where before lashing out, he would think about it. And would always come home and show me his papers, and we would look over his papers together. Where it's like, wow, you actually are learning this in class? And some of the stuff that they would show them, like videos, he would come home and say, Sarah, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. Because for a video that he watches, to make him feel that way, where it's like, oh man, I have done her wrong. But he's changed. He changed.
And that's why you're still with him, even though he's done all these things to you. And
when I tell you I love him, I love him.
Even when you love somebody, you have limits.
Everybody tells me that. All my neighbors still tell me that. The office, property manager.
At some point, somebody gets enough, then they have to do something to defend themselves.
I would just flee. And I don't know if you would like to see on my phone, or I think it's actually on a laptop. I actually, because, and you have to understand too, I have, like, prior to classes in PO, kicked him out. How many times? I had him arrested. How many times?
But you also went down and dealt with
I know.
the next day.
I know.
what's on your laptop?
What was I going to tell you? Oh, previously, I actually looked up how to file a restraining order.
Okay.
Because I would kick him out, his parents, because of them constantly having to take him back in, his bags of clothes, all his stuff. The last time, the father came out and irate and just not even, I don't even know if he knew Lucas was in the car, just opened the back of my car and started throwing all his crap and just throwing it, like the car would jostle and just throwing all his stuff. At that point, because I continually did it, not continually, I think I maybe did it 3 times, and he has nowhere else to go, they got fed up and said, nope, either you're staying there or you're staying here. But you're staying here at their place. It's permanent. You're not going back over there anymore. So what happens is he pursues me. So I don't know if y'all know where
What the fuck is wrong with people, man?
Okay, so it's literally right there from our apartment. Would ride his bike to work, but before he would leave extra early and come up to the wall, stand on top of his bike and poke his head over, because he would know that I would be outside having my morning cigarette and cup of coffee. And I would also know too what time he would get off of work, where I would know, come getting off of work, you can do the same thing. So it's not like I ever got like a break from him, where I told you all yesterday or whenever it was. I started to feel that it was too much togetherness. And when you have too much togetherness, friction happens. So I'm going to go ride my bike. I'm going to go upstairs and read a book. But every waking moment, he wants to be with me. So, and mind you, our townhome is either upstairs or downstairs. So it's like, if you would like to sit downstairs and watch a movie or play on the laptop, look at some jobs, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to be upstairs maybe watching one of my shows or maybe reading a book. So, and then when that would happen, we really needed that. So what's for dinner? And then we would cook together and eat dinner and then crawl in the bed and watch a movie.
Can you talk about this is like recent? I don't know, you kind of like lost me. Like when, what do
It
you?
was a little while ago.
But now you're talking about tension building up and that you need space. So have you been feeling that way lately or?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay, my thing is too, so you all know, I hate that you can't talk to her, but Dee, his ex-wife, when I say a monster, she's a monster. Like she withholds their children from speaking to him. So he gets upset about that, and then she like completely berates him about money, about the father that he is, what he did to her, all this other stuff. It doesn't matter. I mean, mind you, this is not like the recent, but which is why he doesn't even bother calling anymore, because he knows that she's going to answer and he's going to have to talk to her, so therefore he can't talk to his daughter. The other time he talked to her, made her talk to Cookie. That's on my cell phone too, so you can see it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
What does she have to do though with anything about what happened Sunday and into Monday? Like,
No, I'm just saying, like, previously,
Okay.
why the incidents, what happened is she plays a big part in it.
okay.
On top of jobs
yeah.
and money and groceries and all that.
Okay.
Sunday, when I tell you this, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Is there anybody else at the house?
No, it's just me and him.
Since talking yesterday, do you remember any like timelines better? Like what time you guys were playing? What time he was zipped up in the luggage? What time you went upstairs?
We started because we cleaned the house a little bit, did some laundry.
You started the activities around 4, you said?
Yes, around 4:30ish, and then.
You just said that it was dark when you were playing hide and seek, and I'm just curious if you remember.
But when we were outside, that's where we would start
Mhm.
and talk about things, and then eventually I was the one that had him come inside. So we could
About
do
what
stuff.
time, do you remember what time that was, is what she's asking.
And you said you went up to bed around midnight,
Midnight-ish.
fell asleep around 12:30ish, but those are the only times I have. So I have 4 and I have midnight, so there's a big gap. So I'm just curious, like, if you recall when you went upstairs to hide in the shower, or
Like when we started to play hide and seek.
yeah.
Who's playing hide and
Well,
seek?
We went inside probably about, if I had to guess, we weren't out there too long, maybe about 6-ish. Then,
You're talking about from hanging out outside and like, okay.
well, we have 2 beach chairs that are out there and
Right.
just enjoy the weather.
Gotcha.
Plus, it's starting to get dark and gnats and mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So let's go inside. I don't want to be out here anymore.
Okay.
All right, let's go. So we're doing whatever. We did it for a while because that puzzle, I don't know if they took it or they saw it. Worked on the puzzle again, finished it. Started to paint. Well, started listening to music for a little bit. Started to paint. Can we turn the music off? No problem. Started at the top, paint, whatever. Maybe, gosh, that puzzle, we worked on that for probably a good hour and a half. So 8 o'clock-ish?
Is when you went to
O'clock?
hide upstairs originally?
No, that's when we were like painting. So then it's like, okay, well, I don't want to paint anymore. Let's just, come on. Okay, you want to play hide and seek? What he does is, okay, tag, you're it. Which looks like, okay, we know. Okay, take off.
Mhm.
That's what we did.
And then you went upstairs, and then you didn't come up, and you came down, and the suitcase was there originally because you guys were planning to do donations, so it was already there. Have you guys ever played you said you played hide and seek like probably 3 times in your relationship?
Mm-hmm.
When you have played, have you ever zipped him up in a suitcase prior?
No.
Wait,
So it was just kind of like that.
what the fuck? They played hide and seek? Her and her boyfriend? They were playing hide and seek? He's 42. What the fuck are you guys talking about? No, stop. They were playing hide and seek? No. What the fuck? You guys, I don't know anything about this case. The fuck? Hide and seek? I thought there was like a little kid playing, like, she's a mom or some shit. Oh, hell no.
Like that prop was there, and it was there,
Yes.
and it was in play because,
Why do you say it like that, though?
I would never do that.
You would never zip them up in a suitcase?
well, I mean,
I mean, we were playing.
no, I know,
that
but
time, but
I'm saying, I'm talking about hide and seek, which is a game, so.
the suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back. If you, I know the CSI people saw our closet. Our closet needs to be cleaned out really bad. My son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him anymore, and I'm tired of looking at them. So he took it upon himself, including that
There's
suitcase,
a video.
to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes, our donations, and everything, and just leave the whole thing by the clothing and shoe thing at my son's school.
No, I'm just asking, in the past, like, have you ever zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not? But obviously,
No.
I understand, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter. You were laughing, he was laughing. But what I'm just asking is in the past, like, is it something that you guys normally do?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We were actually this last game running out of places to hide because we have a town family upstairs or downstairs. So,
Stop.
Okay, so do you remember making any videos or maybe having any photos, videos that you remember doing on your phone on Sunday? No.
I think I took a picture of a dog.
Okay. But your phone is password protected. You have the password. He has.
We were running out of places to hide. You guys, the next time I'm having people over, we're playing adult hide and seek. What the fuck? Like, this isn't real life, right?
He has the facial recognition, so it's not like someone else could be on your phone.
No, I have both.
But you have the face and the password.
Yes.
Yeah, but he only has the face, correct?
No.
To be able to get onto your phone, you told me that he looks at the phone.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were asking if I did. Yes, it's me.
Okay. Does he have access to your phone? Because you said it's your phone. Okay. How does he have access?
Sarah, can I buy your phone? Yeah, it's right there on the kitchen counter.
Okay, but how does he get into it? Is it password protected?
He'll come and get it to me. I'll just do the face thing. Where sometimes too, like he'll joke with me and say, okay, I need to borrow your phone. And he'll hold it while I'm cooking or something, do the facial recognition.
Okay, so he doesn't know the password and he doesn't have the facial recognition. No, he is the only other person that would use your phone. I'm
Yes.
assuming other.
Well, Lucas.
Right. But Lucas wasn't there Sunday. Right. So, to your recollection, no videos on Sunday.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I mean, again, maybe took a picture of them, the two of Tess and
The dogs.
and George and had them dancing, but I mean, or the
George
Tess.
and the dog dancing.
Okay. So I have something I want to show you that we found.
Okay.
And it was from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
Your battery's about that.
Shut it down.
Oh, okay.
Let me.
battery doesn't last very long.
Yeah, it used to last a lot longer than that. I don't know what happened.
Okay, let me just grab something.
All right.
Where's your cord?
No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked. And
No,
okay, why did you say it like that? Like,
I don't think you all understand who I am, where,
okay. Well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight-A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son. I excel at everything.
I excel at
I would not do that.
everything.
You wouldn't want something to somebody.
I excel at everything. Like, that's when you know someone's lying, you guys. I can barely draw stick figures. I can't draw people to save my life, okay? I excel at everything.
In a suitcase?
Well, I didn't like completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
Okay.
So
No, it's just the way you said it.
You guys are scaring me.
Why?
We just want you to watch this. It came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please.
oh God.
Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take.
Mm-mm.
And how much I can take.
I don't know how much I can take.
I don't know how to find your...
Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it. If that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
No,
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.
And it's
Fuck
just-
you.
That's you. Your voice.
Stupid. That's my name. Don't wear it up. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
I don't want to watch it, please.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, you had two fingers hanging out. and you
I
went to
flipped him
bed.
over. I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's two different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions and him saying that he can't breathe and you saying, fuck
So
you.
this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal,
Yeah.
like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
What
So this image
How
is
are they
upside down,
why?
and then
Why? Okay.
a small video that occurred 11 minutes.
Wait, what's the size of the suitcase? He just got in a suitcase? You guys, how does anybody fit into a suitcase? How did he get into the suitcase? Why would you get into the suitcase? I mean, are they on drugs? He was skinny. I don't care how skinny you are, Jorge, George.
11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't. How did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep,
Well, that's what you did.
but not intentional though.
No, you told me you went upstairs because
But
you were
Stop
getting ready
here.
for bed.
Stop here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out, because they're at the end.
It's and his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like I don't know like what you want me to tell you.
I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the
I
other video.
understand. I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end, it sounds kind of like a,
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you,
It's not malicious.
then what is that?
what does fuck you mean to you?
Well,
Like if I were to tell
oh,
my
like he
partner,
does. Like I get called everything but a white woman. So
Okay.
my intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
but you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself
Yes.
out, but the video shows
That's
at
what I
no point
told
can
you.
I see his fingers,
He'll
and
be up
it
here any
looks
minute.
like, and then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you.
And I
he
can't wake up.
breathe.
Do you think
not
he's
able to get
joking? You told me he was laughing, and
We were
the
before.
video, there's no
We first got in
laughing.
there. Both of us were.
So how long was he in there for? Like, this video is at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for like a long time prior to you
No.
recording this?
No.
So it goes from funny to no longer funny,
But
but
I
you're
didn't-
the only one laughing.
But I didn't think that he was like panicky. Like
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, 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 I can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before too, where it's just like he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like,
He's never been locked in a suitcase. That's why he couldn't get out. So
it's kind of, I thought it was
And you know the
like
oxygen.
crying wolf kind of thing.
Okay.
And again, my plan.
But nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking. He is begging. And you're the only one laughing.
Okay.
And you're the only one saying derogatory comments, like you're mad.
No, please don't, I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but like, it's like you guys are kind of trying to like feed me. Like,
No, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
well, I know what,
You know what's on that video now?
No.
You remember making that video?
No.
Why don't you remember making the video?
probably because we had been drinking.
But you weren't drunk.
Just because I went upstairs and, just because you're drunk doesn't mean that you.
told us times that you were not drunk. You said that you had your wits about you. You said he had his wits about you.
Mhm.
You said that you don't like not having your wits. In my experience, if somebody cannot remember doing something to the extent of making 2 videos and a video and taking a photo, they are intoxicated.
Okay, I understand where y'all are coming from.
Well,
I
we're
get
just
it.
trying to make sense of it. We're trying to
I get it.
We're trying to figure out this
You
video.
explain it to us. We're listening.
I just did, like, we were playing, and then, like, I thought it was, my plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep. My plan was not to, he'll be up here any minute.
But you
Yeah.
willingly went upstairs and went to sleep. No one forced you to go upstairs and get
My
ready
plan
for
was
bed.
also to leave him in the suitcase,
So why didn't you take him out?
because I went upstairs, and then I fell asleep.
But why didn't you consciously think he's asking to come out? He
I
can't
didn't do it
breathe.
intentionally.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not giving it up all the way, it would be okay. My
Okay, this
plan
is
was
wild.
not to leave him in
What
the
was your
suitcase,
plan?
waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he did it?
Fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him. Maybe I shouldn't.
No,
That didn't cross your mind. Because
that's like,
it happened.
that's like an assumption.
Wait, so would they do this often?
Like, that's what you all are thinking, just,
We're asking.
it's the
You
whole,
tell us.
it's the drinking. That's what it is. It's the drinking. I thought it was like, I thought he was okay. Like, I didn't,
He's
you all,
telling you he's not. He's telling you, Sarah, I can't breathe. He's saying your name and you're like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
guys, that's how we are with each other. Like, nobody understands our relationship. The whole suitcase thing never happened before.
Would you leave someone else in a suitcase? Would you leave Lucas in a suitcase jokingly? Because it was a
No.
joking matter. You put him in there jokingly. Would you leave Lucas jokingly in there? And you love Lucas, right? And you
I
love
wouldn't do that
George.
to him either. I wouldn't do that to him.
So I just,
Well, it's not like, again, I don't think you all understand. Like,
I mean,
that was not my intention.
But
Y'all don't have any idea what
by
I
your
did for
actions,
him.
But by your actions, and that's exactly right. You get to the point where you've done so much for somebody and they don't show
No.
you any appreciation.
He did.
Not by your words in the video. I don't get that.
He did.
Because you bring up the fact that when he's choking you, you can't breathe. That's how you felt when he cheated on you. You couldn't breathe. And you verbally several times told him, just fuck you.
well, you said it in the video,
you
but you won't let us play the rest of it. 'Cause you don't
And
want
When
to.
I say cheating, it's on his phone.
Okay. Cheating is cheating.
I
And
think
if
so
you-
too.
Exactly.
It's your definition of cheating, though. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what the word cheat means.
And that's what you told him in the video. That I couldn't breathe when you cheated on me.
No,
That's how I felt when he said, Sarah, I can't breathe. And you told
I
him,
don't
fuck
know
you.
what you, this is,
What would you say if somebody told you that they had done this?
someone.
You set somebody in a suitcase and went up and went to bed.
Do you all not think, so you all think that it's like, oh, good, I got him in there, now I'm gonna go to sleep? Is that what you guys are trying to assume? Or trying to like,
We're just, the video is very portraying of the opposite of what you told us.
no?
It is not leading up, it is not matching what statement you gave us in the car.
So,
And that's why we want to know,
and I don't remember
injuries-
doing those.
the injuries are not consistent with what you told us. So we have a lot of inconsistencies, and this video explains itself. It really, truly does.
You don't think that I had thought about that?
Thought about the video or thought about,
But no, again, if you don't mind, please. So you all are assuming that it's like, oh, good, I got him in there, now I'm gonna go to sleep? Is that what you all are assuming?
well, it's not an assumption when that's what you told us that happened.
That's what happened.
Wild.
And the video,
No.
I mean,
I'm not gonna say,
you thought he could
Goes
get out
on,
on his
yes.
own, but the video shows that he cannot get out on his own.
but when I unzipped it with one finger,
From the outside.
but it had the hole in it.
And you're claiming that it had a paperclip, so that's what assisted you in doing it.
No.
That's what you told us.
When I had my sweatshirt, I said I thought it had a paperclip on it. It's
But
got,
the zipper part is broken. That
yes, which is why we were gonna zip it.
Yeah.
I just,
You were able to unzip it from the outside very easily, because that's the way they're designed.
but you could on the inside too. I don't know
So
how,
why wouldn't he have gotten himself out if he could?
I don't know, like, I don't know if you saw like where the hole was. I don't
I
know.
didn't see a hole.
No
I
one
didn't
sees
see
the
no
hole.
fingers
You're the
sticking
only
out.
one that's what I'm saying. Like, he's in one position, and where his head would be we should be able to see fingers. And then when it's flipped over onto this right side, again, his head is closer to us facing the video, so we should be able to see fingers, and we don't see anything. We see no movement of him trying to unzip it or physically unzipping it. All we see is pushing up, trying to push out of it.
Please do not assume.
I'm not assuming. I haven't assumed anything. I follow evidence.
But my intention was not, again, oh, good, I got him in there. Now I'm just going to go to sleep.
What do you think someone that knows nothing about this or hears just a little bit like, oh, they were playing around in a suitcase and then watch the
probably
video?
asleep. That's what happened.
But you let him out before. I mean, you put him in, so why didn't you take him out?
Because I was upstairs and I fell asleep.
No, before you went upstairs. You like consciously had to walk upstairs. You obviously remember going to bed because you were giving me a time frame on that. And you specifically told me that you went upstairs.
What time did it get put in the suitcase? Because they were playing hide and go seek, they were playing puzzles, they were dancing, I mean, who plays hide and seek as a 40-year-old? Were they like on like drugs? I've never had anybody ask me to play hide and seek. I'm sorry.
My intention is not for this to happen. I am sick about it. I've never done anything like this before in the past. I'm sick, especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You tell us last night, you vividly remember this when you told us last night, that he was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has two fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different. And it actually shows you upset and, again, using derogatory terms to him when he's begging for his life to get out of that suitcase.
So but my thing is,
we're assuming, we're not assuming.
But the fingers, so it just happened to be that whenever I was videotaping or doing whatever else it was, just happened to not have that in it.
Okay. And you also, in the video, you can't see any holes. There's nowhere in that where the zipper separates and you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you to get out. We should probably see that hole.
He essentially would have been able to get out.
Huh.
Alcohol.
Based on what you're telling us, he should have been able to get out.
Okay.
But the video shows him attempting to get out, begging to get out, and he can't. So that's just what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if maybe you had too much to drink, you zipped it up all the way, and then,
I did not zip it up all the way. Okay, well, I did not zip it up all the way. This is horrific, okay? Horrific.
It is terrible.
Horrific. I don't think I'll ever be right because of this. Ever be right. Dealing with everything else that I have in my life.
I think you're
personally.
right before
And then
it.
this,
Okay.
whom I love. It was not intentional. I will put my hand on the Bible. It was not intentional.
You're going to put your hand on the Bible all day, baby girl.
I would not do that to him nor anyone else.
But you did.
Not intentional.
You intentionally went up to bed.
I didn't intentionally go to bed because I'm thinking, okay, guys, you get out.
How did you not intentionally go to bed? You said you went upstairs and got into bed. That's intentionally going to bed.
Waiting for him.
And he doesn't come, but you don't go down to check on him.
So I happen to go to sleep. When I say go to sleep,
And what do you normally do when you go to
what are we
bed?
gonna do?
What do you normally do when you go to bed?
What do you mean?
What is a bed for? Going to sleep.
Right.
So you go to
But
bed to
obviously
do
you
what?
can tell too that, like, I've
You
been
go to
drinking
bed to do
also.
what? Okay. You kept telling us, hey, I wasn't intoxicated. I wasn't this, I wasn't that.
Being drunk and intoxicated, which, yes, you can tell I had been drinking, but
Okay. So if you weren't intoxicated, then why would you ever leave somebody in a suitcase that's begging to get out, that's telling you they can't breathe?
if I hadn't been drinking, you still think it would be the same thing? Where it's like, hop in, I'm gonna go to sleep. Is that what you all are trying to do, to portray me
I'm not trying
as?
to do anything. I'm simply asking you to explain to me what happened.
Did he have clothes
Everything
on?
was fine and dandy.
I don't
Everything.
call it
Did he have
finding
clothes
Fine and
on?
dandy.
dandy.
You all don't, okay, for me to tell you this, again, mind you, I've been without him for a day now.
Mhm.
I don't know, I mean, I don't know what you all want me to tell you, because this was not in any way, shape, or form, hand on the Bible, intentional.
Okay. So you just
I
left him there
didn't
to
kill
teach
him.
You left him there to teach him a
That's on
lesson?
you.
I didn't mean to leave him there. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You got up and walked away. How is that not intentionally leaving him there?
Because I'm looking at the hole, knowing that it's there. He'll get out no harm. Because you
Then
don't,
he doesn't.
But
Then you don't go check on him. You say you're up for 30 minutes and he doesn't come up. You don't go down and check on him?
I'm in the bed.
You even moved,
And just off.
you admit to moving the suitcase, like, over.
Roll
So
it.
you roll it out, like, it's not like,
I didn't want it to be like that. Don't,
you didn't want him to be upside down. How do you even get upside down?
right. You guys are killing me right now.
I just want you to hear.
That's how you talk to me most of the time. I don't know how you want me to say it.
I'm just trying to figure out what you would expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a suitcase.
I didn't mean to leave him in there.
Okay.
What's your reasoning for,
Should be
not calling 911 sooner?
what
Because I didn't
time?
know what to do and how horrific it was.
Wait, when did she
I
call
called
911?
Ryan, and like, what, 5 minutes later, I called you guys? not even 5 minutes. Nonetheless, that I had to like I was trying to do CPR. I had to get him out and try to do CPR and then call you guys. And then was continually doing CPR with the dispatch on the phone, where he had me count out loud to help me focus on what I was doing.
What time was the call?
I don't know how, I mean, you can sit here all day long and say, I thought he was going to get himself out, but that he didn't. And you went upstairs and you stayed there for 30 minutes before you fell asleep.
But can I say too, like,
You chose not to ever at any point during that 30 minutes walk back down and check on him.
no, wait 1 second, because I know, like, with you all, and then, like, because you continually ask me, like, time frames, where I told you, like, I don't bother even looking at the clock most of the time. So it's like a guesstimate. So for all I know, maybe it was 10 minutes.
Okay. But the point is, you left the living room where he was begging for help and went upstairs. Regardless of how long you were there, you left. You said,
I thought he was the boy calling wolf. Again.
Okay.
So when he asked to be let out, like, what's your reasoning for not letting him out?
When I was upstairs?
No, when he's asking on the video, he asked multiple times. He asked to be let out. I can't breathe. Why didn't you let him out?
Well, number one, I had no idea it was going to end like that.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Number two.
I think that's kind of fair.
You know
to
what?
say. I mean,
I'll give you 5 minutes or so in there. They'll give you 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes for what?
Well, based off the video, one video's at 11:12 and the next one's 11:23. So you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times. I mean, why? Why did you not let him out?
okay, so it's at
To be honest
11:21.
with you, I
This
mean,
video. I'm trying to figure out these
Confronting?
videos. And there's
No.
another one 11:29
Well, that's what
p.m.
you're saying in the video.
This is what you get. This is what you make me feel like.
see, and then it's all backfired on me. Like, it's all backfired on me. And I understand the severity of this.
You said.
It's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful. And I will tell you both this right now, too. I will never drink alcohol again.
Okay.
Like, I will never drink alcohol again. I don't care what it is in any way, shape, or form.
But let's get back to this. What was the reason for leaving him when he's begging to be let out? I don't understand that.
What I have a feeling was, and again, it's the whole time frame thing. You all.
I'm not asking a time frame. I don't care about a time frame. He's
So-
in the bag saying, I can't breathe.
My
And you
God.
say, fuck you.
When he, so like, for like the whole few minutes that he was in there, like
Minimum 11. But yes, go ahead. It's a few. 11. Minimum.
but,
From one video.
Well, in between the two videos.
Between the
11
two
minutes.
videos? Okay.
Yeah.
so what's the question again?
When he's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe, let me out, and you say, fuck you, why don't you just let him out? What are you trying to fix to him? There's obviously something in your head that you were thinking of when he was asking to be let out, and you're like,
Again,
no,
it's the
no.
boy calling wolf.
Okay, but where's this game end? Did you say this is a game? You got something in
Obviously,
there.
like the wrong way.
So what was your intention for leaving him in there?
And it's not fair. It is not fair. You guys are trying to, again, he's in there.
Boy,
Night.
crying wolf.
That's what happened.
No,
That's absolutely what happened.
intentionally.
How's it not? You got up off the couch, walked up a flight of stairs, and got in your bed.
Thinking he was going to get out.
And he didn't. And you still didn't go down and
And
check
it's
on
the
him.
whole 30-minute thing that you guys are trying
I
to
don't care
do,
about
whatever. Like, for all I know,
He's
it's
begging
10
for his
minutes.
life. He's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't. I didn't intentionally mean for this to happen.
But you
Then what
can't
did
tell
you
us
intend?
why you left him in there and went upstairs. That's my only issue. Like, what am I supposed to write? What do I write?
So my
just
thing is,
really
though,
fell
is,
asleep?
what I have a feeling is I went upstairs and just hit the bed kind of thing. But, again, I'm thinking, he'll be up here in a minute.
Because you really think that
But
she's
then-
gonna come into to the police department and say, I was playing hide and seek with my 44-year-old boyfriend. We were playing hide and seek and they were painting and we were listening to music and like I really don't like his type of music. So like he was letting me listen to my type of music and then like we were puzzling and then just like I think we played hide and seek again. I don't know, we went outside for a little bit. Like then we came back inside. We were making dinner.
Go out.
But my question is, why didn't you just let him out prior to going out?
I don't know why.
He's begging to be let out. He's not laughing. He's not having fun. This,
Guys,
you said,
I know.
you said this was supposed to be fun. You were laughing before. Before you said he was laughing, you were laughing. You went upstairs. He had his fingers out of the bag and he was playing. Well, obviously that's not the case.
So are you guys, so what is it you're trying to, like,
We're just trying to figure out
Why?
Why what?
why?
why
What was the motivation for leaving him in the bag?
why he was left in the bag. Why did
I didn't have any motivation.
I think
It was,
I feel like
he and I having a great day, fooling around, being stupid, and apparently me going upstairs and hitting the bed, not going to sleep, where it's like, I'm tired now, I'm gonna go to sleep.
That's excluding, it's a good analogy for the day, excluding the fact that he's got a bump on the back of his head, a bump on the front of his head, and his lip is busted, and he has a
Oh my
bump on his
gosh.
eye. I mean,
I don't know what you all want me to tell you. Like, this is not
Not the
fair
first
at all,
time in there?
Yes.
that you all are assuming that that's from me.
Where else did it come
If
from?
you were, say it's opposite, you were in the suitcase and you're asking to be let out, would you hope that that person would let you out? Like, you're asking to be let out of a suitcase, should they not let you out?
Eventually. I'm guessing. I mean, I'm blaming it on the wine.
Blaming on the wine?
So you guys are like assuming that,
You keep saying we're assuming, well, we haven't assumed anything.
but you guys are assuming that that's what I did.
No, by what,
Like, this is-
the facts of what happened. We got there, you said you pulled him out of the suitcase, you said you went up, you went to bed. We're not assuming that. These are the facts that you're telling us.
But
Now
what
we're
you said
asking
is
you
like,
to
oh, I'm
explain it.
tired. Oh, I'm tired.
Well, that's what you told me on a sworn recorded statement yesterday. Because when I said, oh, you went upstairs and passed out, you were like, no, I did not pass out. You got attitude with me because you were assuming, you
Yep.
thought I was assuming that you were drunk. So that's an assumption. That was an assumption when I said you passed out. And guess what? You corrected me.
You were very adamant about the fact that both of you had your wits about. What's your favorite word to use?
Compass mentis.
You've used it today too, to say that you guys were within your wits. There's two empty bottles of wine.
No, but we can drink both of them.
I think you did.
What
Yeah.
a,
There's receipts for the
They were
same
both
factor.
purchased yesterday, so I don't know how you didn't, because they weren't there the day before.
So one
There's two
was.
public receipts from yesterday.
Mhm.
Only thing purchased on either one was a single bottle of wine, 2 of them. So we have each bottle of wine that was empty in your
You went
garbage
to
can
Publix
that you
twice?
purchased yesterday, or he purchased, but you two were
Dumbass.
together.
just gonna
Well,
gambling.
I mean, it's receipts, so it's not.
Amateur.
So this is, so I don't know what you guys are, I don't
What time
know.
did she get the
You were
wine
just hoping
at?
that we could figure out why you.
What was the motivation?
There was no motivation.
Well,
Well, we're watching a video that, after talking to you, everything was laughing and fun. Now we're watching a video where it's not laughing and fun. He's begging for his life, and you are in a very angry voice telling him to fuck off.
No.
Yes,
It's not.
that's absolutely what it was. It's not an assumption. The video's there. We played it for you.
So you guys think that I intentionally,
You did.
It
You got
doesn't
up on the
matter.
couch
It doesn't
and
matter
walked
what
up
we
the couch, or walked up the stairs and got into bed. That was intentional. There's no way getting around that. You intentionally did that. Nobody drugged you up there. You didn't float up the damn stairs.
okay, well, it's not fair. It's not fair that you guys keep trying to say that that's what I did.
I don't know what to tell you.
You told us that. You didn't go upstairs?
Again, there was a hole in a suitcase. I unzipped it from the hole with one finger,
Well, the damn hole didn't do him no good, did it?
but he could push it open.
No, he
Did he?
didn't. The video
No.
shows him pushing up.
And
If he
then,
could push it open, why wouldn't he have gotten out himself? Why would he beg you to open it?
I tell
Okay,
you, he can't breathe.
okay.
If someone can do something for themselves, they're going to do it. They don't need assistance unless they need assistance.
So, but why would he start doing it?
Why are
Because he
you
quit, 'cause it was
arguing
all the way
with her?
this.
Okay,
Didn't see it.
it wasn't. I intentionally didn't do it.
Why,
That
why are they screaming at this girl?
I intentionally did not do.
What's that? You didn't
Why don't they just say, okay, yeah, you're a fucking liar? Like,
do what?
Zip it all the way. He nor I.
Well, he's dead as a
Lay
result of your
hands on
action.
each other.
He is dead as a result of
I
your
understand
action.
that. That's why
You
this.
two didn't lay hands on each other.
No, no. I don't have anything.
You're right.
He doesn't. Whatever that is, whatever it
He
is.
does.
See, this is what happens. It's not fair that you guys, just because he has those, automatically blame it on me. Like,
Well,
Where
what
else
about
did he
when
go?
you had your injuries and he gets arrested? Is that not fair?
really? Like,
It's the
really?
exact same thing.
Really?
He has injuries. You have injuries. Like, what does that mean?
I don't have any injuries.
Correct.
Because he and I have not been at it with one another.
So every time that you guys fight, you both hit each other? So you should have probably
No.
gone to jail all those times that he went to
No.
jail for domestic?
Well, the one time I did. But he completely trashed the police report. Because that's nothing what happened. Because the reason why I got taken in was because my story was different than his. So I'm being
wait, what the fuck is going on here?
portrayed as like this abuser.
We're not saying that he doesn't abuse you.
Absolutely.
We're not saying.
So I'm the one that's being portrayed as the abuser.
Because
I have never dealt with anything like this before. I don't know what to do, how to do it, and I always know what to do and how to do it. I don't.
I always know what to do and how to do it. Dude, she must be badass in bed, man. Best sex giver ever.
know. So I don't know like what's going on or like.
We are simply trying to find out as well. Again, we got one side of the story. You're telling us, we're going with what you're saying, but then we find stuff that negates what you're telling us.
And I don't even remember doing that.
You're telling us that we're assuming stuff, but what we're simply doing is telling you what we saw in the video and
I
repeating what
understand.
you told us.
I understand because I don't remember that.
Okay? Doesn't mean it didn't happen just because you don't remember it.
So is the texting thing something about me? Like what's
The what? Texting? Oh, no, I'm texting.
No, I don't know.
you guys are scaring me. So like I don't know like what to expect. I mean I had questions of things that need to be taken care of. Like I don't.
What are your questions?
I have one last question. You realize you're the person that killed him, right?
I thought about that.
Okay, you left him in the bag when he's begging you, saying, I can't breathe, let me out, and you said, fuck you. And you got up off the couch and went upstairs and left him in that bag.
Not intentionally.
Again,
I would never do that to George.
you did.
Not
It happened.
intentionally. Know that.
I don't.
Know that.
You got up and you went up to bed.
Alcohol is a shitty thing. It's alcohol.
Oh, come
Not
on.
again.
The reason that you killed him?
You all,
Please sit down.
listen to me.
Please sit down.
You all, listen. I did not intentionally kill him.
So your intention.
I don't know what it is I need to do or how to do it or what to say or how to say it.
But what was your intention?
Everyone knows everything that I've done for George and love him and continuously help him throughout his life with me and made him a happier, better person.
Everybody has their limits.
Everyone knows that.
Everybody has their limits.
So it's like, okay, so while we're in a good place right now, I'm going to snap. Is that what it, while we're in a good place right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I got you on video screaming, fuck you.
This is what it feels like when you're choking me. This is what it feels like.
Which was however long ago. You said
The
it.
videos was from last night.
Clearly,
So what did that,
yeah.
yeah.
there's still feelings towards it. You wouldn't say it if you didn't feel it,
But I would never do that.
but it happened and you did.
But
But that's after being playful
But no one's
and
laughing.
having a good day.
No one's laughing except you.
Every
Well,
that's
here's the
having a good day. Oh, I'm sorry?
I would hate to see a bad day.
Y'all are making me out to be a person that I'm not. Or will I ever be.
Or are you a different person when you're drunk?
People have different personalities after they consume alcohol.
It depends. Well,
Because you're sober now, so sober you.
Nice
What about
person,
drunk
you know?
not, it's both of us. It's both of us. And it's not fair that you all are assuming that the marks that he has on him are from me.
We asked you where they came from.
I have no idea.
Well, nobody else was there, so nobody else was
I
there.
have no idea. I swear I did not lay a hand on him,
Okay. You just zipped them in the bag.
nor he.
You just zipped them in the bag. And then you flipped the bag around several times.
I didn't do that intentionally.
You didn't intentionally flip the bag around?
No, why would I do that?
Well, you
Good
told us
question,
you
you
did.
did.
When he was upside down.
Right.
Well, you had to put them upside down.
You can't get in a suitcase upside down
Yeah.
because the
Oh my gosh.
But the
See,
stuff
that's
is where his body was?
That's unfortunately because nobody else was there. That's
We have a video
unfortunate.
showing the suitcase in several different positions. So it shows one, like she just said, it had to been on his back with the lid open for him to get in there, for you to zip it up. Then it shows it on the other side with him in it, so you had to flip it to there. Then there's another video where it's on his back again, so you had to flip it
I'm
to there.
leaving it like this, please. I'm leaving it like this. I did not intentionally do this. No malicious intent or effort was towards this. No malicious.
I would
I'm
say
pointing
does that
to
help you sleep, but you're not sleeping, so
I mean,
Last night, I
The-
maybe got an hour.
right.
in your voice, you can hear the maliciousness. The fuck you is very, very,
You don't talk to people like that. That's not like a common like,
Nope.
hey Scott, fuck you.
Thank
That's not common. It's not something people do. And no one that sees that is gonna think that.
Okay.
So we were trying to give you an opportunity and it is what it is.
There's no maliciousness towards
Okay.
that.
So I would probably be telling myself that too after that video.
My intent was not for that to happen.
But you went upstairs and went to bed. Or maybe you passed out, I don't know. whatever.
Waiting for him. And the whole time frame thing, it's like, it's regardless, it's not really fair. that-
Regardless, waiting for him, it's not like you walked up the stairs. You can't fly up the stairs, no one can take you up the stairs.
Okay.
You go up the stairs, you lay in the bed, and you wait for him. Who cares if it's 5 minutes? Who cares if it's 30 freaking seconds? He's begging for his life. He's begging to get out. You go upstairs.
you leave
It
them.
doesn't matter. So get the time frame out of your mind. It
This
doesn't
whole
matter.
thing, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, because there's this. So it doesn't matter anything what it is I did. So it makes no difference whatsoever.
It's just you're lying and like you're now changing
Who's
your
lying
story.
about what?
You're now you're drunk.
Oh, I never said that I was drunk.
Exactly, but you did here today. That's okay.
You said earlier.
Everything recorded.
Alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol.
You blamed it on alcohol. Alcohol does a lot to people.
Yes, but I never said I was drunk.
Yes.
So you did this sober. You knowingly left them down there sober.
I have already told both of you also that we were both drinking.
But you want to admit that you were drunk? Is that
I'm telling you all both. This has changed my life. I will take this.
I just am.
I don't know.
that's a true statement.
Absolutely. But you're trying to dance around the fact that
So
you
what are
left
you,
them
okay,
there.
just,
How are they going to go
You
through
left them
voir
in there. You're
dire?
trying to
Oh my
dance around the
gosh,
fact
this
that you left them in there.
this is not,
You didn't leave them in
it's
there?
not cool.
Any-
Like, this is
is
not cool.
anybody
That
helping
is-
her?
You did. It's
But
not
you
cool.
think that I did that intentionally. You think that I did that intentionally.
You intentionally left them in there and left the room. You went upstairs to a different room.
You intentionally did that.
You did.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking he's gonna get out.
Okay, and he didn't.
Obviously not.
When somebody's begging saying, I
But
can't
when you
breathe.
say that though, but you
You let me out, I can't
y'all
breathe.
don't know George though. Like, again, I thought it was a boy crying wolf. So it's just like, what?
Oh, so if your son was in there and said, I can't breathe, are you going to open it or is he 9? So he's not,
Really?
it's not a big deal. I'm just valid question.
Oh, you said you would never put your son in a
He doesn't
suitcase.
even
You would
get
only put George in
standby
there.
accounts.
No, George got in the suitcase.
And you zipped it up.
Not all the way and not intentionally to leave him there.
But that's what happened. But you keep going away from
I don't
it.
know.
That's exactly what happened. You went up to bed, woke up the next
Are
day.
you all trying to have me admit that? Like, are you trying to have me admit that? Because I will never admit it because it's not true. It's not true.
I'm basically stating as a fact because that's what happened.
Okay.
You videotaped him asking to be let out. You go upstairs.
So what, guys? So what? Like, just, I don't know what you want me to say other than it was not out of maliciousness or intentional. I don't know what or how I can say it.
I don't.
I love George.
Jorge.
Love him.
I thought it was
To this day still.
Jorge.
Love him.
Love makes you do crazy.
It doesn't do, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh gosh, you know what? I've done enough for you at this point. I never gave up on him.
Okay.
Why I'm here today, I'm still not giving up on him.
What?
I would do anything for him.
Well, you gave up checking up on him.
I don't know about the suitcase.
Oh gosh.
She has a lawyer now? I thought she doesn't have a lawyer.
We're simply just trying to go through. I mean, again, you gave us a completely different story that you churched up to. This was such a lasting matter.
It was fun.
Oh,
All day, all day.
it was fun.
Anybody looking at it, I don't think anybody looked at that video and go, George is having fun right now.
So why is it you all think that y'all don't know me, you don't know me, nope, would do something like that, especially having a 9-year-old son?
I don't know.
Like, why- Like,
Why are you so like caught on what we think?
Yeah.
When
because
you should be more concerned about what you told us.
What do you
It's because
mean?
you guys are like trying
That's
to
a really weird
The things
question.
that
about
the video
detective,
shows that
the
are opposite of what you
detective.
told us, and then what you've now
Like,
told
I
what
don't
us.
really care what we think. I don't know, because you're
Well,
asking
you
these
said it was funny,
questions. Like,
and
what
you're
do
doing
you
it
we were
mean?
playing before
I
that.
don't like that
Okay.
question.
But then it stops.
Yeah.
It obviously stops being fun.
Well,
Because you're
I
screaming
mean,
at
this is
him.
really
He's like,
fucking
you know,
bad.
batshit crazy fucking.
sounds like screaming at me.
I don't know what you all want me to tell you. In no way, shape, or form.
I don't even understand how you get somebody
At
that's
all.
an adult in a suitcase.
Ever.
I don't understand that.
Okay. Are you still gonna allow us to do your fingernails?
Go for it.
Go for it. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna get that set up.
Are you still gonna allow us to? Don't you have probable cause? I
Do you
mean,
need any more? No, but when you come back and I ask about this?
Yeah.
So what?
Just don't understand.
So it
I don't
was,
understand how your story changes so much to the
how
fact
is
that
it changing me? Please help me explain it. Understand.
you went on about how this was such a playful thing and you guys were laughing, and it probably was for a few minutes, but then it obviously changes. The whole demeanor of this whole situation completely changes. It's not the funny, laughing matter. He's not laughing at all.
I didn't think he was being serious.
You absolutely sound serious.
I
You're
didn't think
answering
so. Like, just,
You don't think your voice, you sounded serious?
it's, okay. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It was a great day.
Okay.
It didn't end well,
I
obviously.
was going to say, it's, I mean,
I can't explain to you. I can't explain to you how horrific it was
okay.
to find him. Horrific. Because I don't remember taking those videos.
Okay.
How horrific. I'm thinking he's in the bathroom. I'm thinking he's downstairs in the laptop. I can't find him. So what's going to happen? Like,
Here's what gets me though, is you don't remember taking videos, you don't know where he is, you don't remember him being in the suitcase, and you're still telling me that you had your wits about you. How does
but
someone have
that's
their wits about him when?
see, that's the thing too. But you can clearly tell that I had been drinking some. You can clearly tell.
I had several people that came up to me in that apartment complex said that you were drunk on a daily basis.
Oh
You were
my gosh.
screaming at him
Right,
regularly.
right,
Really?
right. Talk to the property
Really?
manager. Talk to the property manager.
Okay.
Because it's not,
These are your neighbors, the ones that live next to you. Your property manager does not live next to you. They see you every day. How
Oh
many,
my
you had two neighbors you went to and asked to go
See,
use the
that is
restroom,
not
and you said,
fair.
hold on. You had two
I cannot
neighbors
wait
that
to hear
live right
these
next to you
neighbor
that asked you to go to the
stories.
restroom, and they
Like,
told
your
you no,
neighbors
drink
know
your life. You had to go
everything,
across
man.
the way to somebody else.
no,
I'm
okay.
telling you, but man, your neighbors, especially like nowadays with you have like the Ring cameras and shit. Fuck, man.
Kim and Kim is not a nice person.
Okay.
She's just automatically not nice. Even after me and Luke went over there and introduced ourselves, she's just not a nice person.
Then why would you think she would let you use the restroom?
Because Eli wasn't there. Eli comes over and talks to us sometimes, which I think pisses Kim off because he comes over and talks to us. The two of them, they're like super standoffish all the time. My neighbors down the street, down the way, their toilet was broken. They had stuff in the bathroom. So then they're like, go over there and try over there.
There's two bathrooms.
I would let somebody go upstairs and use my personal bathroom. That's what the downstairs one is for.
If it's somebody you like, somebody you knew.
They're in the process of doing all this stuff in the kitchen, and there's stuff in the bathroom, and the toilet doesn't work. Just walk across the way, no problem. And of course they let me in. Them and them, they're together. They're families. And nonetheless, if you really want to know, and I hope it doesn't get them in trouble, but he is over here legally. So he's trying to work on getting his green card.
What does that got to do with you using the restroom?
They didn't want to be involved.
No, I was asking last night.
She's
because,
trying to
you
get
had
somebody
people
deported.
in the neighborhood come up
Eli and
saying
Kim.
that she's drunk
I don't
on a
really
regular
know,
Eli
but
and Kim.
he's trying
Eli
to
and
get his
Kim.
green card.
Okay. Did you ask Amy next door?
basis. Those are the ones next door that she asked to use the restroom, and they said no.
No, she said no. And like I said, she's not a nice person.
What are your questions?
Yep.
Can I help you with?
Who's coming?
To do the
Yeah,
fingernails?
you said that we could.
I want to hear her questions.
And you don't have to allow us to do it, just so you know. So don't think that it's
I don't have a problem.
Okay. Just make sure.
So, am I getting my phone back?
Not today.
What about Lucas's laptop?
Not today.
What does that mean?
We're still going through everything.
Oh, that's fine.
You're the one just telling us there's videos that we need to see on it, so we need
That's
to do our
fine.
due diligence that we go through everything.
See, and that backfires on me now too, because now you all think that I had even more, in quotes, intent to do what I did to him, which was not intentional.
What's that?
And is that correct?
She's asking about your tag in your hand.
No, but I'm asking if that's correct.
No, I'm not going to read everything that you're saying. I'm not, that you're,
So, his probation officer,
Mhm.
do you all inform her or do I need to call her?
we don't have to inform her, so if you would like to call her, you can. Are you saying because he's on probation?
No, but because of the nice lady that she is and all that she's done for him, I didn't know how it was.
Legally, we just have to tell his parents, and we don't go telling,
Everybody else?
I didn't even know who his probation officer was, so no, I wouldn't go tell
So
him.
the same thing for classes. I need to do that too.
Classes. You need to do what?
Substance abuse class and his battery
Okay.
intervention.
Yeah,
Something else I was just getting ready to ask. So, other than this, so initially, what was the cause of death?
She is still pending because she wants to hold the body for an additional day to see if more of those bruises turn into something bigger. And she's doing some other tests that she's got to do. So she's pending it for now.
So, and that couldn't have been of him being in the suitcase? Or
That's
y'all
what
were saying
she-
I
that's what-
physically did it?
That's what she's determining.
So,
The ones on the head, I asked her, could that have been from the suitcase, and she said she didn't think so.
I didn't touch him, nor did he touch me. I'm leaving it at that.
Okay.
So I don't know if you all know how to do this because so that's what I was going to ask you. So are you all updating his parents today or when he gets final, whatever?
What does it matter what we tell his parents? What do you mean?
Because
We're gonna talk to with them.
Yeah.
okay,
I have to
but it's
tell-
going to come down to me.
What do you mean?
Like, so it's being put on me.
Who said that?
But I'm not, so what is it you would tell them?
We're gonna give them an update, just like we gave you an update on their autopsy.
Okay, so it's whatever
Well,
bruise,
here's the
scratch,
thing,
and
here's the thing.
whatever on the head.
We had to deliver news to them last night that their son was dead. There's not a whole lot of conversation that goes on after that. It's not very easy.
Was it yesterday or Sunday? Sunday. Today's Tuesday, right?
Did we not meet you yesterday? We met you yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Right? Did we not meet yesterday?
To that question.
Really? Yes, on Monday.
Okay.
Got it.
Perfect.
So I don't know if I asked you guys or how I find this out other than talking to his parents, which is not gonna happen.
Yeah, probably a terrible idea.
How
Probably
do you
a
guys
terrible
just find
idea.
out about funeral?
Funeral. What?
That's not even something that's been probably talked about between the family. That's not something we ask. We have no way of.
I didn't know this by
Yeah.
nothing.
It'll
So,
be up to them to make the arrangements of what they want to do. Like she just told you, just being told last night, I'll pretty much be willing to wager that they have.
What
not
is
even
she
considered
doing
what
in
they're
there
gonna
with
do.
them?
My body can't even.
Bitch, you need to
so.
leave.
I've been there with parents, grandparents, and uncles. So I don't know if I have the right to or not, but like I was gonna call his former employees whom he really cared for and let them know.
You can call whoever you want.
I just don't want to do something that I'm not supposed to. How do I go about getting his wedding ring, engagement ring?
It's at the medical examiner's office. It'll come to us eventually, and then.
It'll be released to
Oh,
the next of kin.
Yeah, okay.
I bought it for him.
That is a civil issue. It was on his finger, it goes to them. They're the ones that are going to release it. We don't have any say in that.
So I won't get that back. So for all of this, like, how do I find out what's what and how many, like, what's been found?
What do you mean?
Pillow with stain, swab with stain from pillow, suitcase.
That will all be sent off to the
FDLE?
daily
It's
Florida
the
Department of
search
Law
warrant
Enforcement. They do their testing.
returns.
So, and then like whatever white can with blood and necktie with blood was from the suitcase.
Correct.
Why would you guys, oh, you'll see it in there, the baseball bat for Lucas and the feeds. And this is just his phone, my phone, and the laptop.
Yeah, when anything can be released, we will release it, but we are very early in this investigation, and it's not an overnight process, unfortunately.
So what's next?
They're going to come and swab your fingers.
No, I'm talking about like in the long run. Like, what do I need to like, do I need to be doing something or like,
I can't tell you like, what to do.
I mean, like, so like for, like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know if you guys are just gonna like, because it makes it sound like to me, like I'm being accused of something that was not intentional. I'm being accused of it.
Mm-hmm.
And a handful of other things I'm being accused of.
Okay.
So I don't want to be at home with Lucas and you guys show up.
I understand that.
So,
We're still investigating. I don't know. what
You need
tell
to
you.
leave.
so is there going to be concrete whatever it is, and then it's like, okay, this is what it is, kind of thing, or like, because I've done the whole court thing, I've done the whole attorney thing, I've done whatever. So if I'm not admitting anything about being intentional and I killed George,
Okay.
That's not the situation, but it's trying to depend on me.
Okay.
That was not my
What is
intent.
her job or career?
But
I
it's
have
trying to
no
depend on
fucking
me.
clue.
So however, or whatever
This
it
is
is, I need to
beginner
do in order
101
that
for
to be
me.
proven,
I
then I
think
need
this
to do
case
so,
is
which is why I'm trying to get my
wild.
ducks in a row.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking what the next step is, other than me getting my nails swabbed.
I mean, you want me to tell you how to not be accused of a crime? Is that what you're asking? Like, I don't know what you.
I'm trying to prepare myself for whatever may need to be done, so I can, I
I
guess, stick up for myself.
I mean, I think you're doing just fine. You came, you talked.
I just don't want you guys to, again, show up and Lucas is in the house.
Well, we did tell you yesterday that we don't want to do anything around your son, hence why you came to us. So I don't know why you think that's going to change.
That and or me not just show up back home.
I'm sorry, what? That or what?
Me just not show up back home. That's what, oh, he's so happy that I'm staying over at the house with Brian. Like, so happy. And I'm not going back to the house, to my house, for however long I can stay over here because of whatever to blow over.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you don't mind me asking, so for whatever it is you all are claiming from the videos, which, yeah, is that what you're going to tell him? Like his parents? It's like, oh yeah, and by the way, she did.
Did what?
I mean, what would you tell him?
I don't think it really matters what we're going to tell the parents.
Oh yeah, it is, it's fuel to the fire.
Well, we can't hide things, and I don't know. I'm not saying we're going to go.
What the fuck is she doing?
I'm not saying that we're going to go and tell them every single thing we have. But again,
What is she
this is the Orange
doing?
County Sheriff's Office as public record, so eventually, like, this all will come out.
You need to leave
So,
the room.
Like, I'm not.
It matters, honey.
You're making it sound like we're going to tell them something, so then your life is in danger, and I don't like that accusation.
No.
So let's just nip that in the butt right now.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
I cannot
What are we
choose.
going to tell them?
But we can't even, but so technically there's no concrete report yet even.
Right. So
it's,
you want me to like tell you exactly what I'm going to tell them? I don't know what I'm going to tell them. I don't know what I'm going to tell them. Let's just leave it at that. Just like you don't know why you went upstairs. I don't know what I'm going to tell them.
So
Okay.
Parents that are dealing with.
can I call you the way that I did last time?
Yeah, my phone has an open line.
Okay, I would get the fuck out of
Should be
there.
here. I'll watch the
Yeah,
video.
I'm not looking to.
Talking to them about
I get it.
funeral
Look,
plans.
I get it. That looks really bad.
What the fuck is she doing?
So that's what scares me. Like, what do I need to plan on? Like,
All
what
right.
do I need to plan on?
What are you talking about?
I promise you, on my son's life, it was not intentional. I promise you,
She's trying to talk her way
on
out of
Lucas's
this.
life, it was not intentional.
I don't know you. I can't say I know anything about you. I don't know what would be a true statement, what would not. I mean, if you're promising on your son's life, that's fine.
That's how much it means.
Sorry.
That's how much it, look, that's how much it means.
Okay.
I hope you take that to heart, please.
And it's documented that you said that, yeah. I get it.
Do you have any idea when I can get my phone back?
You know, someone?
What do you think?
I said, no, Ellen, I mean, our digital forensics unit is, got a lot of cases on their plate. I mean,
Well, and that's not trying to say my laptop, it's Lucas's laptop. But he plays, you'll see all the games that he has on there.
as soon as we can get that back to Lucas, we will. As soon as we can release your phone, we will. But it doesn't. we
Why
have no
isn't
way
she
to be able
just
to
saying
tell you
okay,
because we don't have
we leave?
control over
That's,
the case.
that's the
and how
only
we
question
doing
you should
what
be
they do.
asking is,
So, I
okay,
don't
am I
know.
free
And
to
at this point, I
leave?
think honestly, with everything else that's going on,
Or I
it
wouldn't
should
even
probably be
ask
the
that. I would
bottom of
just
your
get up
list
and walk out.
I'm trying to make Lucas happy so he can have his laptop back.
Did Brian not have a laptop for him?
He has his laptop that he has to do for work, that he doesn't want him using it or breaking or dropping. It's not a big deal. There's nothing on the laptop anyway.
Did she get arrested here? I'm so confused.
So you will keep me posted, like updated.
Mhm.
That's my thing, is I'm trying to figure out what I need to do in the meantime.
You just
I don't know. I can't, like, I don't know what to tell you, though. Like, what?
But you all have more information than I do, where it's, yeah, you might want to, or yeah, you might want to.
I'm sorry, what?
Like, we have more information on what?
what?
Like,
We told you everything that we have. You know everything that we know. And most of it we got from you.
but like I was telling her, like, yeah, that's bad. Like,
What
which
the?
I swore in my son's life was not intentional. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what I need to do for myself.
Okay.
Going forward with this, nonetheless, with his family. And are you all just showing up with Lucas in the house?
Well, they already said
We've
no.
already both told you that we would be mindful of any situations.
So do you guys, I guess you're gonna call me tomorrow? Or do we need to come back down here?
I'll chat with you next time. I have no idea what I'm going to call you next.
Doesn't the report come out tomorrow?
Our report.
I'm just saying a report is generated through us, and the sheriff's office is a public entity. So if someone were to come request something, then
No, I'm talking about, his autopsy.
she's waiting and doing more follow-up, but
She's looking at him against,
yeah.
but she won't be finished with him because she's pending for other stuff.
So after this, what? I'm done? For now? How long does this stuff take to get back?
The,
Most
yeah,
of
the
that
results.
you won't get back. The swabs and stuff will stay.
We don't know about it?
Sorry, our dispatch center keeps calling my phone. I keep having to have other people call them to see what they need.
What are they doing?
I hope you all can really both truly understand that that was not my intent.
What the fuck is going on?
I miss him a lot.
I mean,
No more.
but my question has remained the same. What do you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position like that?
Yes, but you have to understand too.
No, just
She like
what would you expect
come
to
to.
happen to somebody when you leave them in a position?
I have no idea because I've never done it before.
Why didn't she just leave the
Why
room?
would I?
I don't understand.
Why
Why
would I
did
do it
you?
before?
Why did you do it now?
I clearly have said why.
Knowing knows
Why?
everything about this case.
No, you don't
they
know
are
why.
willing
You already
listening
know
to
that it's
Layla
not
learn
intentional. You don't
about
know why.
hide
But that's
and
okay.
seek.
Really?
I'm not trying to force you to say something that you don't know.
Never
Speaking
talk to
in
police
any-
ever is what my police friends told me. Oh yeah, all day. Don't even say hi. That's 100%. What the fuck is she doing? I don't.
The fact that you guys would assume that I'm that kind of person.
We're not assuming anything. We're going by the facts. It happened.
Okay, are you leaving?
Like you said, you don't know me.
Okay. What are you doing? Get your stuff and leave. I don't understand why she is just sitting there. I don't understand. There's no more questioning. What the fuck is going?
4:46.
Is she like she doesn't have her phone, so she doesn't know what to do? Doesn't know what to call?
In itself, for me to have to live with getting him out and doing what I did is punishment enough.
What the fuck are you doing?
I think that's why I haven't slept. Because that's all I see. So that right there says something. Not my intention.
I don't understand. What is she wait? What is she sitting there for? Yeah, she's 7 years old. She's playing fucking hide and go seek. What guy agrees to that? Yeah, well, let's play hide and go
Nonetheless,
seek.
I have to live without him now.
What the fuck?
Nonetheless.
Yeah.
Punishment in itself.
Yeah. Definitely a tragic situation.
I am free of alcohol. And it's unfortunate that stupid things like this happen.
I don't feel like they are stalling. Like, why isn't she just?
Nonetheless. I
Are they
have to
acting like they need to do her nails or something? Are they trying to get up an arrest warrant?
Yeah, his daughters too.
Are you trying to make it worse?
Sorry, what?
Are you trying to make it worse?
Make what worse?
How I feel?
Different comment.
This is the
PSI
first-
that was there yesterday.
Okay.
Your photos.
Who's this? What's going on? Look at how tiny she is. Got flip-flops on. What is this? This woman's taking some fingernail clippings.
So I'm just going to take a swab and go around on one hand and then do the separate one for your other hand. Okay.
What is she? What the fuck? God, she should be like, you know what, that tickles. I have to come back and get the rest of it. Does she have like a name tag on? Does she work somewhere? Look at that little thing there. Right. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Sarah. So, you're not free to go, okay? So, do you promise everything you told us was the truth? Or no? Everything we talked about today?
Yes, what do you mean?
He has to swear. Remember I swore you yesterday on the audio recording? I just forgot, so you raised his hand to remind me to tell you.
Okay.
Do you promise to swear that everything we talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
For which
True and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
What that wasn't intentional?
Everything you said today, everything that's come out of your mouth has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
Correct. Yes.
Why?
Because
That's how
anytime
you
we talk
swear.
to somebody, we to assure that everything that we talked about is
True and accurate to the best of that person's knowledge.
not a trick question,
To the best of my knowledge?
to the best of your knowledge.
Everything that you told us today is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, but it was not intentional.
Okay. Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
No.
Okay.
Why is this happening?
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally.
We understand
He's
that.
still dead.
Well, we don't.
Someone needs to call Ryan, please.
Okay.
Or can I not make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call when we get you down to the jail.
So why is
You'll
this
be afforded-
happening? So this was a trick.
No, it's not
No,
a trick.
not
That was a
a
trick. I'm even here to ask you to.
Okay.
All right, do me a favor.
What does she say when she comes back in the room?
Okay, Sarah. So, you're not free to go, okay? So, do you promise everything you told us was the truth? Or no?
She says you're not free to go.
Everything we talked about today?
Okay.
Yes. What do you mean?
He has to swear. Remember I swore you yesterday on the audio recording? I just forgot, so you raised his hand to remind me to tell you.
Okay.
Do you promise and swear that everything we talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
For which
True and
everything?
accurate to the best of your knowledge.
What, that it wasn't intentional?
Everything you
Everything
said
you told
today, everything that's come out of your mouth has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
Correct. Yes.
Why?
Because
That's how
anytime
you
we talk to
swear.
somebody, we to assure that everything that we talked about is
True and accurate to the best of that person's knowledge.
it's not a trick question,
To the best of my knowledge?
to the best of your knowledge.
Everything that you told us today is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, but it was not intentional.
Okay. Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
No.
Okay.
Why is this happening?
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally.
We understand
He's
that.
still dead.
Well, we don't.
Someone needs to call Ryan, please.
Okay.
Or can I not make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call when we get you down to the jail.
So why is
You'll
this
be afforded-
happening? So this was a trick.
No, it's not
No,
a trick.
not
That was a
trick.
trick. I'm even here to ask you to explain a few things to us. And
You read your rights.
your response to
And you read
everything
your
was
rights?
basically, I didn't do it.
Intentionally.
Doesn't matter. It's still there. Do me a favor. Have a seat.
Really, guys?
Really.
So I didn't show up. Why is this happening?
Because
Before y'all said I could leave.
when
That I was done after this, after that.
we were done, yes, we were done. Absolutely.
So now, so that's what it is,
We are done.
right? Not intentional.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to do now?
What do you mean? So what am I supposed to know? Bitch, you are under arrest. You are going to
Someone needs to call Brian.
jail.
Lucas is waiting for mom to come home. This was not my intention. I thought I was waiting for you all to come and figure out what's what and how many.
That's what we're trying to do.
And I was going to be able to go home and see Lucas. Now he's just not going to have me come home. So there's nothing that I can do.
All right, no.
There's nothing that I can do in order to go home and see Lucas and prepare.
All right, no.
And prepare for what?
You'll be afforded the time in court. You'll be afforded an attorney. You'll be afforded a chance to talk to a judge, and all that stuff will be worked out.
But what's the time frame for that, though?
I have no way of being able to tell you. You should make first appearance probably like tomorrow morning, if not tonight, depending on how things are busy, how quickly you get down there. I
I had a
don't work in
suspicion
there.
this was going to happen. And I need water, like, really bad, please.
Have a seat.
You all check me down here.
Absolutely not.
I just got those.
Okay. They are not allowed in the jail.
So I can't even smoke cigarettes with them.
What? What did she just get?
And what am I supposed to do with my car?
What am I supposed to do with my car? Okay. This woman is in the body of a 40-year-old, but she thinks she's 8. You guys, like, there's something wrong with that. You guys don't feel that way? Like, she's a little girl?
You find where it is. When you get down there, you'll have 3 phones. You'll be able to call.
What, as soon as possible?
Yeah, once you get down there, get within, you'll be able to use a phone in the
But
waiting
how
area.
long will that take? Because I need to talk to Brian.
You know, it depends how busy, how quickly they get you through. I would say within the hour. It's a free phone call in the lobby. It's a free
All
phone
I'm doing is
call.
bringing you there, so I'm just bringing you
She has no clue.
So can I ask you, or whoever it is, those holding cells, the holding cells, am I going to be put in one of those?
I don't know.
Last time I had a panic attack.
Last time I had a panic attack. Wait a second, but I actually kind of care about her kid. Like, these cops clearly know that, like, they had to tell somebody, like, this kid can't be by himself.
You know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're familiar with the big bay. As long as you go in and you act civil to them, they'll set you in the big bay. And you'll be left there for
Can
a
you
while.
replace that while I'm there?
No, that's not up to us. We don't work at the jail.
As long as what you're saying is you don't
If you
have
go in
to.
and act like this, you'll go in and they'll put you in the big bay. If you go in there screaming and kicking and yelling and
How do I
cursing,
do that?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know that's what happens. That's how they weed people out. If you go in acting like this,
So I asked for the big day?
they'll put you there as long as you're acting like this.
Yeah, because the last time I had a major panic attack in the building.
Thanks, Jenna.
I have not.
So what am I going to do with my purse? Oh, sorry.
The first is gonna come, but the cigarettes and stuff can't. So
I put in-
Oh my God, she just bought those? That's what she's talking about, her cigarettes? What the fuck is going on with this? I feel like she's 10, playing hide and seek.
oh, that's all good. Mine are the opposite. So
What made you all decide to do this?
Made us decide to do this.
Uh-huh.
George said.
What made y'all decide to do this, man? Oh, what
You guys, I knew this was going to happen.
You did? Okay.
So I came
Well,
down here
yeah.
willingly.
Yes, absolutely. We were trying to figure out what's going on. We're still trying to figure out.
Unintentionally.
Well, intentional or not, George is dead. You act like when you say unintentionally, that absolves you from everything.
I need to get, I have my, I don't know if it's able to be or not.
I apologize.
I have things in my car that I need to.
What do you think
What
you're
kind of stuff do you
taking
have
with
in
you
your
to
car?
jail?
Well, I have my medication.
Okay, they have a pharmacy
What-
there, so if there's
you
something that you
keep
have to have right
that
away,
shit, that's
you'll be seeing
My
true.
panic attack stuff.
Well, again, when you get checked in, you're going to be seeing a nurse, and that they have a pharmacy there, so they'll be able to take care of any kind of that stuff. That protocol is out of my realm. I don't work on this, I don't know, but I do know they do have a pharmacy.
Did she make
You will be
bail?
required to see
She
somebody.
offered it?
Okay? I can say no. No, that.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh, that's what I feel like when you chewing on me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Fucking breathe, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Sarah.
Shh.
What the fuck? She didn't remember that those were on her phone? You guys, that is not a big suitcase. I'm sorry, but like, how is anybody in there? Is somebody like, this isn't a joke, right? Like, what the fuck? I have known nothing about this case. Well, he's really small. Did they come out and say how, like, when did he die? Like, how long did it, like, is there, like, what's the ME saying? Like, was he dead? She didn't find him till the morning, but she said that she didn't find him because she didn't know that he was in the suitcase. I think she went to bed. I think she sounds drunk. I think she went to bed. And would she really think that, like, she didn't mean to fall asleep? She was going to go back down there, but she fell asleep? Because how could you ever think that this would, like, fucking A, man. I don't know. I think these people cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, man. Who would ever get into a suitcase? Who would, and then they're fighting, they're domestic violence. This seems like unmedicated people to me. And she seems like a fucking, that boy probably is way better off. What the fuck? Keep watching. Which one? I mean, I want to see the body cam. Is there a body cam? Let's see. I mean, this is just Sarah Boone, judge forces accused suitcase killer to represent herself in murder trial. I guess I know there was a hearing, but I was kind of not wanting to jump to that. She was, after writing a 58-page letter. Wait. Wait, what the fuck?
Of attorneys, 8 to be exact, and the judge overseeing her case seemingly is fed up with her antics after granting a motion to withdraw from her last attorney is now leaving Boone scrambling to find someone to represent her before she has to represent herself. But now she's taking matters into her own hands by crafting essentially a help wanted ad that she hopes will generate the attention to any attorney looking to represent her in her upcoming trial. The
Inmate seeks
handwritten ad was included in a 6-page letter.
Wait, she wrote this, right? She made this little epic opportunity awaits Sarah Boone. Wait, what? Looking for a prosperous challenge, ready for your close up on national television? Are you zealous with a side of keen? Excuse me. Show the world who you are with your original creativity, extraordinary expertise, confident.
She hopes will generate the attention to
Qualifications must include being trustworthy, honest, passionate or passion-driven, open-minded, exceptional problem-solving skills, client exclusion at all times, team-oriented, collaboration, extreme efficiency in listening, communicating, understanding, dedication to success, possessing a winning mindset, capability of excellence is representation. What? Maintaining faith in the client and case with the ability to think differently, overcome all circumstances.
To any attorney looking to represent her in her upcoming trial. The handwritten ad was included in a 6-page letter to Judge Michael Cranick dated on July 8th. In the letter, like many others written before it, Boone writes to the judge asking for what she believes she'll need for her trial. On the first page of the letter, Boone writes in part, "Where's my discovery? I'm still waiting for you to provide me with the contents of what former attorney Cashman supplied to you in the court at the surprise status hearing held in secret on June 28th. Your designated clock of unfair judgment ticks empty and incessantly while waiting for you to deliver. As usual, it's in your favor. In your nonchalant, relaxed, unconcerned attitude of me to receive, you are robbing me of precious life-saving time to fully and properly defend myself." Cashman, who Boone refers to in her letter, is Patricia Cashman, Boone's 8th court-appointed attorney, who in June requested to be removed from Boone's case, citing irreconcilable differences. In the judge's response to Cashman's motion, Judge Cranick wrote, "As of June 26, 2024, this case has been pending 4 years, 3 months, 5 days from the date of the filing of the information on March 23rd of 2020. Actions speak louder than words. Although defendant's words seemingly reveal a desire to go to trial, however, as set forth herein, her actions and inability to work with court-appointed counsel are repeated over and over." Boone continues her most recent letter by continuing to beg for the discovery in her case, but she also notes, "I do not have access to a computer to view these materials. I'm doing my very best to figure this and everything else out as I go in my newly unwanted forced position of pro se. Please do not penalize me even greater than being already. I'm trying." Then Boone takes a dig at her former attorney as she writes, "Cashman, I'm glad I could help you shine in the courtroom in front of the judge by you professionally and finally bringing everything I've been asking for since day one, and after I included you on my letter to the judge ensuring return. Unlike you, who did not include me on your motion to withdraw, surprise, and I had to find out from someone else, an officer, 3 days before the surprise status hearing, so you would even know what to bring." Then Boone's seeming frustration goes towards the judge as she writes, "How much real time will I have to prepare and properly, especially the fact that you have me doing everything while incarcerated? What happens when more time must be utilized to discover where my lost discovery is I've been asking for repeatedly?" She goes on to write, "Your time constraints are extreme and unreasonable. Your decision you claim to have considered from your order is illogical and unfair, specifically that it has been malformed by your ignorance and experience of my case, misinterpretation, straight lies from the attorneys appointed. They are brazen to stand at your pulpit in your courtroom and commit perjury to your face in the world. But yet, it's me." By page 4, Boone rants about how she believes the court is sabotaging her and setting her up for failure, as she claims the judge's order removing her 8th court-appointed attorney was unfair and as a part of the reason she's writing another letter. Toward the tail end of the letter, Boone mentions it might not be the last letter we see from her. She writes, "Oh wait, my posting, everything supposedly is public record, and there is no notice at all. Another it's in your favor moment. It's a group effort, saboteurs. Surprise, I shall return. Nothing is impossible. Believe, hopeful, grateful, waiting. Thank you for posting, Sarah Boone." But Boone had one final dig for Judge Cranick, writing, "Remember, please, Judge Cranick, fair, neutral, impartial, you must be always." The final page of the letter includes her very interesting wanted ad, as she seemingly hopes it'll grab the eyes of an attorney that will defend her in her upcoming trial.
Oh my God. You guys, I think I'm going to write her. I think I should write her. Sarah Boone. What the fuck's going on, girl? Oh my God, finally somebody that gets it. Yeah, girl, I'll drink some wine for you since you can't. So what can I help you with? Seems like you need some organization. Yeah, man, no one's listening to me. I'm fucking crazy. Yeah. We get to watch this shit instead of the fucking Richard Allen case. I feel like we're watching like a football game and it's like, God, if I live on the, I live on the East Coast, so I'm not able to watch the West Coast game. And here we get fucking Sarah goddamn Boone case instead of Richard Allen case. Watch yesterday's pre-trial. I bet you will do it. Yes, the epic opportunity. You guys, I just want to read some letters out. Come on, I can share all my calls with you guys. I bet you if I was to reach out and say, listen, I'm a YouTuber, and if you want me to I'll just put all of your shit out. So what do you want me to do, girl? Let's get you a platform here. It seems like I don't want to be on the camera. I'm already on the camera. Does she even know what she's doing? I mean,
The ad reads, inmate seeking attorney, looking for a prosperous challenge, ready for your close-up on national television? Are you zealous with the side of keen? Show the world who you are with your original creativity, extraordinary expertise, confident ingenuity. And in true Boone fashion, she lists her own set of qualifications, which include being trustworthy, honest, passion-driven, open-minded, exceptional problem-solving skills, client inclusion at all
letters that have been coming to your honor, the derogatory berating of my services in this case.
Sorry. She
even told the previous judge overseeing
wait,
her
what
case
the fuck
he
she
couldn't
doing on the floor?
represent her because of the comments she made to him.
Judge, the letters that have been coming to your honor, the derogatory berating of my services in this case, I can't effectively represent her. She doesn't trust me. She calls me a dud, I think, a buffoon, on and on and on and on. And no one should have to endure that type of derogatory comments and expect to effectively represent someone, especially in a murder case.
And the previous judge who oversaw her case had some harsh yet poignant words toward
I'll be
Boone,
there.
but the attorneys might not be the problem.
But one thing I want to caution you about, if this becomes a problem on another court-appointed attorney, I'm going to look more closely at what the alleged disputes are. You have a right to a court-appointed lawyer. There are certain decisions a defendant gets to make in the defense of their case that are absolutely theirs, such as whether they go to trial or not, such as whether they testify or not. But there are many decisions in a case that a lawyer gets to make. And while you certainly have a right to consult with your lawyer and discuss with your lawyer, they don't automatically just do whatever you say. They use their professional judgment and experience and look at the evidence, look at the law, and do the best they can.
Boone has been behind bars since February of 2020 in connection to the
What
death
is
of her
she
boyfriend,
wearing?
Jorge Torres. Torres was found dead inside a suitcase at the couple's apartment. His final moments were even captured on a video taken by Boone herself, as Torres can be heard asking to be freed from the suitcase, while Boone can be heard laughing.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah,
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah,
Fuck you.
Sarah,
Fuck you.
Sarah.
This video, Torres can be heard pleading to be let out of the
Wait,
suitcase.
what?
Sarah.
Boone told police she and Torres were drinking wine and playing a game of hide and seek. During the game, she claims they both jokingly thought it would be funny if Torres got in the suitcase. In body cam footage, she claims to have went upstairs and passed out in her bed, then woke up hours later and found Torres unresponsive and not breathing, still inside the suitcase.
I fell asleep, forgetting that he was
So
in
you
the
guys were
suitcase.
playing the hide and go.
Yes.
And at some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it'd be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you and I'll lift you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right
You
where
got
it
in
is.
Right down there?
Yes.
You zipped him in there?
Yes.
Thought it would be funny, a little
It
joke.
was. We both were laughing about it. And then
Okay.
I fell asleep
Where did you fall asleep at?
upstairs.
In your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Totally forgetting that he was in the suitcase still.
Okay. And then you came back downstairs?
This morning, or this afternoon, yes, when I got
ballpark,
up.
what time?
12:30-ish. I was awake, but I totally forgot that he was in the suitcase.
But during her police interrogation, Boone denied zipping up the suitcase entirely, while investigators say the evidence says otherwise.
And you also, in the video, you can't see any holes. There's nowhere in that where the zipper separates and you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you to get out. We should probably see that hole.
He essentially would have been able to get out.
Alcohol.
Based off what you're telling us, he should have been able to get out.
Okay.
But the video shows him attempting to get out, begging to get out, and he can't. So that's just what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if maybe you had too much to drink, you zipped it up all the way, and then,
I did not zip it up all the way.
Okay, well,
I did not zip it up all the way. This is horrific, okay? Horrific.
it is terrible.
Yeah, so they-
Horrific. I don't think I'll
It's clear she doesn't want is to represent herself. At this time, the judge
mean. Okay. I hope you take that to heart.
Now, 4 years later and 3 months away from her trial, at this time it's unclear if Boone will manage to get another attorney to represent her in her trial, because the other alternative, which Boone has made clear she doesn't want, is to represent herself. At this time, the judge hasn't responded to Sarah Boone's letter. According to online records, Boone's trial is slated for October 7th of this year. She's also slated to be in a hearing ahead of her trial, and that hearing
boyfriend up in a small suitcase and leaving him in there to buffoons. One attorney, you zealous with a side of a help wanted ad. If this story weren't so horrific, it would almost be.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? Why does it have to start with that video for everything? Where's the fucking hearing?
New details now. The woman representing herself in her own murder trial just filed several new documents in the case. Sarah Boone is accused of zipping up her boyfriend in a suitcase and then leaving him to die there 4 years ago. Fox 35's digital journalist Garrett Weimer is joining us live from the newsroom tonight. So Garrett, she's making several requests.
Yeah, that's right. There are pages and pages of handwritten requests from Sarah Boone. Two big things she's asking for: a standby counsel to help her get ready for trial, and she wants the state to handle the fees for a private investigator and for witnesses. Now, let's take a look at some of the letter that Boone sent to the state. In it, she says she's trying to avoid any further persecution and penalization from the judge and court while trying to succeed in her, quote, forced position of representing herself. She claims she has received no discovery or case materials yet, and she continues to ask on several pages for the court to pay for the fees for her to have a defense investigator and expert witnesses. Now, the state is denying her request for a standby counsel, saying she waived her right to a court-appointed attorney. But the court did authorize $5,000 for a defense investigator, and it did.
Miss Boone, Miss Boone, what can I investigate for you? $5,000 for an investigator? You guys, how is that on an automatic? That is going to be an automatic appeal. You guys, don't let this girl get an automatic appeal on this bullshit. Who the fuck investigates for $5,000? $5,000 to do what?
Approve funds for a defense mental health expert. Any other witnesses will
$3,000 for a mental health expert. Do you guys know how much a mental health expert costs?
have to be submitted for consideration. Now, as for the case materials and a laptop to work on, the court says those will be provided to her after a hearing on Monday, and Boone will have access to that laptop from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. Live in the newsroom, Garrett Weimer, Fox 35 News.
Garrett.
Where does she do this at? I'm just saying, she definitely needs a fucking mental health expert. I can't believe Baldo and Rossi had to fundraise over $40,000 for experts. I know. No, I mean $3,000. That's not even retainer level. The fuck out of here. I can't even believe that he even had the balls to write her that back. You know. So does she have to make phone calls to like, hey? I mean, yeah, just going down. Going down, 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 down. Wow. Where's her like?
We are standing by in Florida this afternoon.
And
what the fuck's this? I already saw this. So, okay.
But police decided to arrest her after seeing two troubling.
2024 state. Have you had the opportunity to review all of Ms. Bone's motions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Ma'am, I want to go through each one of them and hear from the state, from yourself, and from JACS. We're going to start first with y'all can be seated, you don't need to stand, thank you. The defendant's temporary motion for reservation of proposed cost to acquire investigator for defendant's defense and trial dated July 18, 2024, received July 29th. That request seeks to reserve any and all costs proposed to be incurred to acquire investigator. The defendant's temporary motion for reservation of proposed costs to acquire all witnesses for defendant's defense and trial dated July 18, 2024, received July 29th, 2024.
Why is she sitting over there? What the fuck's she doing over here? What's going on? Why isn't she at a table? Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason that she's over there? She definitely needs to go to a little, I think she's a padded room, absolutely. She gets a laptop, no cord for 8 hours a day. No way it holds. She doesn't even stand up to trust the cord. Tell me that's, wait, why isn't she, I don't understand why she's not sitting at the desk. That's where counsel doesn't sit over there. What the fuck?
The request is to reserve any and all costs proposed to be incurred to acquire all witnesses for trial. And then defendant's temporary motion for depositions to be conducted per FRCP Rule 3.220.
Oh God, she gets to depose people. She better be on that. Oh God, I would love to see her depositions.
By defendant under pro se attorney title and position ordered by the judge in court, dated July 18, 2024, and received July 29, 2024. I have reviewed all of those motions. All three motions reflect to be determined or TBD with regard to the investigator, witnesses, and deponents. The total amounts are to be determined. How to calculate is unknown. As the depositions, the date are to be determined, and the amount of transcripts are unknown. Mr. Lake, I've reviewed your response. Do you have anything else to add, sir, with regard to those items, investigators, witnesses, or deponents?
Not really, Your Honor. The only thing is if we can provide Ms. Boone a copy of our pro se packet that has information about, including model motions, we would have to send her a copy or send your DA a copy that you could send to give to her. That might help her for purposes of future motions. But as far as these are concerned, I think our response pretty much outlines what our position was as each of those requests.
Okay, thank you, sir. If you would be so kind to send that to Ms. Barrios, we will ensure that Ms. Boone gets a copy of it. State, do you have any position with regard to those three motions that the court just identified?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, ma'am. So previously, Prison Break Investigations was already appointed to be your investigator. The JAC has no objection to authorizing $5,000 in costs for Prison Break and for $500 for obtaining case-related documents and materials on your behalf. So seeing as there's no objection, even though you were asking for a reservation, I'm going to go ahead and permit that cost to be incurred. With regard to the costs for witnesses and the depositions, you are requesting, as I identified earlier, just to reserve those costs. And as I had said earlier, the motions do not identify who the witnesses are or what the deponents are. So I'm going to deny those motions with prejudice, but that means you can refile them and we can readdress them when you file motions in the future addressing any of those items for ensuring witnesses being subpoenaed or appearing for your defense at trial, or for any persons that you may seek to depose. Because as right now, I don't know who it is that you're seeking to depose based on your own motions. Do you understand the court's ruling as to those three motions, and do you have any questions, or do you want to add anything?
I would like to add, please.
Sure.
With your delegated due date of July 22nd, for all of my pretrial motions to be submitted, I have yet to receive my discovery, so I was trying to meet that deadline or at least meet it. So I don't know what I'm supposed to ask for, who I'm supposed to ask for, and again, I have yet to receive my discovery, so I don't even know who it is I need. So I understand for those, so you're telling me at a later date once I have that information to revise them.
I'm giving you the opportunity to refile. Yes, ma'am.
Here we hear Sarah Boone.
Here we go.
Yes, here we go. She is wanting to add information there. We're going to hit that pause button.
Wait a second. Why isn't anybody addressing the fact that she doesn't have her discovery? Does she not have it? Like her old attorney should have given it to her.
But we're going to have more of her hearing right after the break.
I just care about her hearing.
We'll have that information without specific information, neither us nor the court can make an informed decision on whether the request is appropriate.
Okay. Ma'am, the motion fails to identify any specifics. It has to be determined for your expert witness or witnesses. It does not identify the type of the witnesses. It doesn't identify the amounts, and it's difficult for me to identify the particular showing of need, which is what's required for the appointment of that expert. So again, I'm going to give you the opportunity to refile in the future a motion pertaining to any specific experts identifying the specificity that JACS has requested in their response. So at this point in time, that motion is denied without prejudice, and you'll have the opportunity to refile it. Lastly is the defendant's motion requesting immediate relief to the defendant by appointing effective standby counsel to aid in support and preparation of a criminal case for trial dated July 18, 2024 and received July 29, 2024. The request, ma'am, that you were seeking in that motion is to provide immediate relief to defendant by appointing effective standby counsel to aid in support and preparation of her criminal case for trial. State, do you have any position with regard to Ms. Boone's request for standby counsel?
No, Your Honor, other than what's already placed on record in the court's order.
Okay. Mr. Lake, anything over and above what's in your response?
Just briefly, Your Honor, the point we would make, Your Honor, is I think Ms. Boone misunderstands the role of standby counsel. Standby counsel is not co-counsel or assistant counsel to a defendant. Standby counsel is there when in the situation where a pro se defendant was elected to represent herself, decided at some point they want a lawyer, that allows the court to put a lawyer back into play at that point in time. In other words, it's a safety mechanism so that if a defendant who is decided to represent themselves decides at some point they no longer want to represent themselves, the court has a lawyer already in place so that the progress is not delayed. It is not an assistant or a co-counsel. It is someone whose role is consenting not to get involved until the defendant says, I no longer want to represent myself.
Ma'am, the court's had the opportunity to review the case law on this issue. There is no constitutional right to standby counsel as decided by Paul v. State, 152, 7th, 3rd, 635, at 10.641 by the Florida 4th District Court of Appeal in 2014, citing to the Florida Supreme Court case in Jones v. State, 449, 7th, 2nd, 253, at 10.258 from 1984. As the court has determined that you have forfeited and alternatively waived by your conduct the right to court-appointed counsel, the court is not required to appoint standby counsel. That's Brown v. State, 45 7th 3rd 110 at 10.114 through 115, Florida 1st DCA 2010, citing to again Jones v. State by the Florida Supreme Court in 1984. There is no Sixth Amendment right to simultaneously proceed pro se and with legal representation by the Florida Supreme Court in 2009 in Shepard v. State, 17 7th 3rd 275 and 275.
I should have had some type of evidentiary hearing prior to your decision. So I could have better explained myself and you could have had a better understanding. So by you denying my standby counsel, which thank you to him for explaining to me what specifically it is, I don't want to be pro se any longer. So I didn't want to be pro se in the first place. And again, you, in my opinion, unlawfully denied me or didn't even suggest an evidentiary hearing for me to avoid or try to go about a solution or remedy to even understand. So I don't know if it's me either wasting your time or anybody else's time, if it's even an opportunity, or if it's just something that is denied, period.
It is denied, period. With regard to an evidentiary hearing, that seems to be in the realm of a Feretta inquiry where a criminal defendant is seeking to represent themselves. And I would inquire of that person and have an evidentiary hearing as to the rights and remedies that you were forfeiting and the pros and cons of proceeding representing yourself and the benefits of being represented by counsel. Due to the Florida case law that was provided in the 16-page order, no such evidentiary hearing is required.
My understanding was the hearing, the Feretta hearing, is regards to competency as opposed to having understanding before you take someone's rights away.
Feretta pertains to a criminal defendants seeking to represent themselves. Feretta was not applicable to your situation, and that's identified in the case law citations that were provided in the 16-page order.
Yes, I understand. It was the day of that I was explained most of all of this, and as opposed to prior, so I would know what happened or could happen. So I understand.
What happened with these 8 previous attorneys? Like, the fuck? If you don't want to be pro se, what did you do to these people? Aaron, no, she shares a cell, prison, or jail, has no storage place, and they'd have to provide her with a dedicated guard to supervise. So why doesn't she take a plea deal? She verbally abused them, Lana. She was calling them duds. What does she want? Like, what would be in the discovery? I mean, don't even think they're. I mean, this is gonna be like the quickest trial ever, right? Who's gonna question her? She's on the stand. She's just gonna testify. This is what happened. That is not what happened. No, that is not what happened. Like, this jury, she has to go through voir dire. How is she gonna go through voir dire? Are they gonna show that? Are they gonna show the voir dire?
Understanding is one thing, and then the explanation is another. So I'm just confused and feel that I should have had an opportunity prior to all of this to explain myself and to have a better understanding. So now my belief was that the evidence you gave
where I am around the corner.
simply competency. So the evidentiary hearing I thought would be a collaboration of the information of why I wrote my letters in order for you to remove my right to counsel. In my opinion, I felt that it was a type of retaliation by the court because you did not understand or attempt to understand any of my letters that I wrote previously, which was for the intervention of the judge and or the court to avoid any of this with me sitting in front of you present.
I don't want to be pro se. I don't want to represent myself. You heard her say that. You still think the judge has given her sufficient opportunity with 7 appointed attorneys?
I think he's on solid ground for any kind of appeal.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't know if maybe he'll do a standby lawyer out of an abundance of caution. That's a decision he'll have to make.
I think he should.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Thanks to Jack Rice and Josh Shepard for joining us today.
Folks, stick around.
I agree. This is an appealable thing. I don't know, man. Let her have a fucking standby lawyer. Who gives a fuck? Like, I mean.
The commission deferred to the court ruling, saying the court entered an order on June 28, 2024, finding that the defendant waived her right to court-appointed counsel through her conduct in this matter. Thus, the court has already ruled on the issue of appointed counsel. Now, that issue came up in court during today's hearing.
And then also listening to audio, you did not listen to me in any way, shape, or form in order for me to explain myself better so you have an exact understanding of the particulars of each letter for each attorney.
I'm not going to revisit my prior decision.
I understand. I'm just trying to make you aware that is my opinion.
You, and like we talked about last time, ma'am, you're certainly entitled to that opinion.
Here, and that's a fundamental constitutional right. And I think Sarah Boone should make another motion in writing.
Wait, I gotta see, where is this
to have counsel reappointed and then not fire 7 people who are trying to help her out, because I think that the judge, even despite what he said, could reconsider his ruling out of abundance of caution.
Eric, I got to be honest with you. I don't think he's going to reconsider. I think he was clear. It sounds like he said,
I would refile for counsel too. 100%. I would refile like shit. Wait a second. I want to see the body cam. So where the fuck is this body cam? Sarah Boone body cam. What you got? Is this it?
Sarah Boone is charged with second-degree.
I don't want you all in it. I just want. Okay. Thank you.
He was last seen last night, so.
You could get all your guys out of there?
What's that?
You could get everyone out of there?
You gotta report on the other things.
Oh, yes, thank you. Who for now?
Oh, right there.
Did you call it? What time did you call it? Hello there. Hi. You live here? Yes. Okay, I'll talk to you. We gotta get some information from the fire department.
The property manager, I don't know if I should go tell him really quick or
We'll
so he
take
knows
care of
what's
that.
going on.
Where is he at?
You want that list?
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll take care of that for you, okay?
I had a cigarette list.
I'll get it for you, okay? Wait 1 second, okay?
I really need something to drink.
Okay, well,
I got my Dr. Pepper on the counter.
okay, we'll take care of you. Give me 1 second. At the time that you called it? That's the time you called it? Okay, perfect. You can't go back inside. What's going on? Who is he to you? Boyfriend?
Yes, for like 3.5 years.
What happened?
He and I, we drank last night and had a
Can you pass this to the around to the FD guy stuff? They need to sign that for sure.
They're with me. So
Oh, they're not leaving? Okay. No. Each of them has to, because this might be a real thing. So each of them has to put their name in it.
I just put everybody.
Yeah, you call it working.
What's going on?
Sorry,
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like, he and I put a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You were putting a puzzle.
I give that police officer credit. That's a crime scene log. She needs all those people need to sign this crime scene log tape. Like that's
together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to put stuff off the wall.
Puzzle.
New art put up there. Like, how do
so
you
that we started in there. I thought that they finished it. We had a puzzle that we started in there. So that's a discrepancy. That's that you finished it, you know.
But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night. Okay. So then it's like we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase. Okay.
I'm sorry, but how does this police officer not go, excuse me, who were you playing hide and seek with? You guys, I wouldn't have understood that. Oh wait, you were playing hide and seek with who? Like your kid? No, my boyfriend, my 40-year-old boyfriend. I would have had to back her up, and I would have had to make sure that I understood that.
That's my ex-husband. My former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys. I tried giving you CPR. The problem is I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes.
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him. I took him out. I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband?
Yes.
Your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where did he live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and you whipped him up.
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
I fell asleep. I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What
what.
kind of medical conditions did he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None that I know of. No.
No.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Okay.
So I don't know if he had a heart attack or what in there. Like I don't know what happened.
So how long were you doing CPR on him prior to you calling 911? You tried that all morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I called him while I was
What
doing
time
CPR.
did you start? Probably give me a ballpark. Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am so cotton out right now.
Ma'am, and you can't talk to him until we get done with this, okay?
Just don't leave, okay, Brian?
Thank you, ma'am.
Well,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm getting Lucas.
I know.
Do me a favor. Stand over there by that car. Give me 1 second.
What the fuck?
Just give us a second, okay?
Somebody else on that call operation.
It's on the counter. I can't move anything from out of the house. Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal with, right? Sit. I don't want I can get you some water, okay? Just I want you not on your feet because I don't want you passing out on me.
What the fuck is going?
Please, I need water. Okay, I'll get some for you.
You're trying to Charlie, but you're on it.
Where is anybody else?
No. I live down in Lake Winnebago.
Lake Winnebago. Okay. So kind of tell me how you came here today.
Why
or-
is only
I've
one
been
here?
calling.
Come down here. We gotta talk.
I've been calling since.
What the fuck is going on with this?
You've been following your ex-wife or current wife?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Ex-wife. We've been divorced about 1.5 years. About 11:30 is when I started calling to find out this is supposed to be her day. So,
Okay.
she's generally not very good about always doing it.
That's right. They called back and said she was still there, or she came back.
So I was calling to find out if she was going to be getting him or not today.
From school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I started calling like 11:30, called every half hour or so, and then
She was back inside the lobby.
finally got a hold of her at 12:49, which is when she told me what was going on and if I'd come over here. So I came over.
She called at 12:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 12:49.
12:49.
Got over here, told her she needed to call 911, get somebody over here, and then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. I walked back out of the house because I didn't really want to.
Who called? Did you call or did she call?
Well, I called. She called me back when I was on my way to make sure I was coming over. But I called her
Give me 1
initially.
second, okay?
I called her initially.
Do you have water in your car by any chance?
I don't think so.
Nothing?
No,
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay, so she called, you get over here.
I called her first.
Okay.
Trying to find out if she's going to get Lucas. That's what she told me everything was going on. I got my stuff together, put the puppy up in his crate. When I was starting to drive over here is when she called me to make sure I was coming. And then I got over here right after
Did you
that.
go inside and see and then?
I walked inside the front. I didn't see the little front tile area.
Come on, step this way.
I saw legs.
You saw
I
legs?
didn't want to get around it.
Who the
So,
fuck is
I told
cutting
her,
Well, just for the
grass?
sake of this crime scene, I want to know if I were to find your footprint, it would be because you went this far into the house. So did you actually make entry the threshold?
I don't think I ever made it to the carpet. I think it was just in that, I've been over here before.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I don't think I stepped past
You
that
did? Okay.
tile area.
Okay. So,
I touched the doorknob. I don't think I touched anything in the kitchen. I don't know if that really matters.
yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of what you have. Well, sit tight for us. We're going to make a few phone calls and then we'll go from there. Do you know if he has any medical issues or?
I don't.
Okay, but you've met him before?
I've met him before, yes.
Okay.
Yes. They've got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, you guys it's like,
For the two of them?
Yeah, he's been arrested like 5 times.
Really? Okay, I'm not familiar with. I haven't been here personally. So they have
he's currently on parole because of it. So
because of domestic violence with her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. From last time he got what do they call it, pre-trial something or other. He had to go to a domestic violence class.
Okay.
I know he was doing it at a parole officer, stuff like that. But I mean, like every time she'd have him arrested, the next day she was trying to get bailed out of jail. So I don't know what it is.
Oh, she's getting water from the tap. Probably gonna pass out on it. Okay, well listen.
She's getting water from the tap, like outside.
Not a problem. I mean,
where's your kid need to be picked up?
Lakeline Elementary.
How soon though?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
I
Okay.
don't leave the house.
Let me try and get this going for you because I know you need that.
What the fuck time is it? What is going on?
Martinez. Let's go ahead and start making the call. Could you go ahead and give me his last name, Torres?
She was drinking from the tap water from the outside the house.
Spell it for me. Torres. And his first name? George, Jorge. Jorge. Jorge.
Nobody is helping her.
His birthday?
The
2/13/78. And this is the boyfriend. Yes. How long? 3.5 years. Living together that whole time? Yes. Okay. And your last name? Boone. Spell it. Boone. First name? Sarah. Sarah. Birth date? 10/10/77. So you've had a second to kind of collect yourself. Tell it to me again. You guys were playing last night, drinking a bottle of wine.
Putting puzzles together, doing artwork.
Puzzles, artwork.
I had a bottle of wine and then decided to play hide and seek. So
What time was that? Do you remember?
I mean, I know that I was in bed probably by like what, 12:30.
Okay.
Well, I went upstairs at least, and I fell asleep, forgetting that he was
So
in
you
the
guys were
suitcase.
playing the hide and go.
Yes.
And at some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it'd be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right
You
where
got
it
in
is.
Right down there?
Yes.
You zipped him in there?
Yes.
Thought it would be funny, a little
It
joke.
was. We both were laughing about it. And then I fell asleep.
Where did you fall asleep at?
Upstairs.
In your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Totally forgetting that he was in the suitcase still.
Okay. And then you came back downstairs?
This morning, or this afternoon, yes, when I got up.
What time?
12:30-ish. I was awake, but I totally forgot that he was in the suitcase. He can tell you there's a lot of things that we have been jobs.
Yeah, he did tell me.
Life, all that good stuff. So I just totally
So you
forgot.
began to do CPR on him?
Yes. Yes.
About
And he
what time
gurgled,
this morning
like
did
he
you start
gurgled.
doing that CPR?
No, it was the afternoon. It was afternoon because
afternoon?
I was awake, but then I finally decided to come downstairs at like 12:30-ish, whatever it is, and I was like, I forgot he was in the suitcase and he wasn't moving. Nothing was happening. So I unzipped him, took him out and started doing CPR on him. He was on his way over here. I called you when he got here.
Once he got here, you called
Yes.
us? Okay.
And air was coming out and he was gurgling, but
I could just tell by looking at him.
But you knew how to do CPR. You doing that on your own?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
And then
All
the
right.
person that was on the phone with me also, I counted with him doing it.
And he's got no medical. He doesn't take any
I
medication.
don't know. Like, I don't know medical wise. Like, I know he doesn't take any medications whatsoever.
Okay.
The only thing, like I said, I don't know if alcohol had to do with it, but we had a bottle of wine.
Okay. All right. Here, I want you to sit back down because I don't want
Can I
you.
have one more sip of water, please?
Yeah, go.
Denver, 29 residential, audible 1303 Island Drive.
I'll do what I can to get you a cup because I don't want you to have to keep doing that.
The patient had a proper to cancel medication at the front door.
What the?
Motor unit on the channel.
The cups are like right there.
044.
I'm
Right
sorry.
here. Don't talk to the ex-husband right
Oh,
now.
I won't.
okay?
I won't. Can I have a cigarette, please?
Ma'am, I can't take anything out of the house.
It's on the back porch.
Nope, all of it. It's secure, okay? I'll try my best to get you what you need, okay? Maybe one of these deputies has a pack from someone, sit down and I'll try and get you what you need, okay?
Just cut, please.
Okay. I don't want you on your feet.
You want cameras?
Yeah.
Who's the place top right?
Want to talk over here?
She was drinking from. Wait a second. She woke up at 12:30. I'm sorry, but if you were a cop, you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's in a suitcase. Like, it's not believable. You would think that that's just not believable. And you're playing hide and go seek.
Still Boone. Okay.
Yeah.
And then your first name?
Brian, Brian.
Brian. And your date of birth?
52775.
And your child is in school right now. He's not here with you.
No. He's
okay.
in school.
He's in school. How old is he?
This would be a fucking good song. He's 9. He's third
I
grade.
can't even start with how you would explain something like this. Okay. 6th grade, you said?
Third grade.
Oh, third
He's
grade.
9.
Third grade. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So sit tight for us. I'm sorry it's so hot. Maybe the middle of that would be a good spot to stand. So we'll take it from there. I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
South and 221 Alpha unit check. 4 County, Temple. Denver 1012 and 1332.
What about any of the bruises? Like, was he like? Were they really not playing
do this now?
hide and seek or?
Did we get that dog by any chance?
He's sleeping under the.
Oh, okay. So your backyard's not fenced, okay? Because we put him in the backyard, and I guess he knew to.
Sorry?
Your dog. We thought the backyard was
What?
fenced.
There was a dog in there?
No. We have them contained.
Shut the fuck up.
And one's blind.
Okay.
What?
I was making sure they were under the table.
One's deaf and one's blind.
So we just get instructions. on
Wait,
what to
so
do
the
next.
dog didn't. Wait, what the?
You got some water, good. Okay.
She's toast.
Can I please just have a cigarette? They're on the back porch.
Not right now. We can't. Did we get that dog by any chance?
He's sleeping under the.
Oh, okay. So your backyard's not fenced, okay? Because we put him in the backyard, and I guess he knew to.
Sorry?
Your dog. We thought the backyard was fenced.
The dogs are outside?
No. We have them contained.
One's deaf and one's blind.
Okay.
That's why.
You guys, a dog would. Where were the dogs when this was going on? So a dog wasn't barking that their owner was in a suitcase? I don't understand that.
Making sure they were under the table.
Nope, that's yours. So we just wait for get the instructions on what to do next. You got some water, good. Okay.
Can I please just have a cigarette? They're on the back porch.
Not right now. We can't have you go and get anything. Why don't you sit in the shade? You okay right there? Or maybe a little closer here where the shade is?
You still on?
Yeah. Are you?
You're getting up left-handed.
Oh no, you're in 24 right now. What in the world?
I'm like, nobody showing up there?
I heard silence. I said 220. I was leaving econ in 50. She's gonna go get me a sub. And then I said, well, I need to go to that.
243 Delta,
This case is wild. Because I can't, this is stupid. What?
We can't let you guys communicate right now. You want me to get a cigarette from him and bring it to you? I could probably do that. No problem.
This is in Florida.
I was gonna have him arrange childcare.
Okay, good. For the child in school up the street. Okay.
Is my name on there yet?
No, sir, it's not. I need to get her on there too, and him.
Yes.
So they're en route already, probably?
Did anybody call?
No, you want me to call? Oh, I thought you were calling. All right, let me get homicide.
Wait, nobody called?
All right. Okay, let's see. Hold on, I'm still on. Let me.
You guys, she was drinking from the spigot. Y'all enjoy the interrogation? Fucking wild, man. What's she doing over here now? Where's all the neighbors? Wouldn't your neighbors be like, what the hell's going on out here?
It's natural. You're nervous. You have your anxiety. You're scared, right?
I don't know how to try to do it.
It's okay. You don't have to.
I don't know how to. I'm just waiting for whoever, so.
I can tell you this. I'm gonna be here just as long as you are, including my. It'll be a while. I'm welcoming this breeze right now. It's kind of warm. All right.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
If you could like give me whatever updates or anything that you know of, that's just how I work, so I know like kind of what.
Well, let me look at my computer. See.
Updates. What the fuck is she doing? What is her with these goddamn updates? Like, can you tell me what's going? What is she talking about? Was she ever in the military?
We already got a detective on his way. He's on the screen.
Away from her, man. She's a fucking nut, man. What am I supposed to do? Like,
No, ya que-
how did she function every day in life up to this point? I can't believe that she has a kid.
Honey, that's my corporal. Let me pick it up.
Who's this person? Oh, that's that one detective. I don't know what to do next. I think she drank to get herself through the day. He's like, where are any of these neighbors? I'm sorry, but like, wouldn't your neighbors be like wondering what the fuck was going on with 8 cop cars there? Fire there?
You get enough water? No, if you want to stay seated, I don't want you getting lightheaded. So remember I said the detectives were going to come out and talk to you and go from there. You know what I'm saying? They're here. They're going to ask you a few questions and then go from there, okay? All right.
All right, sir. My name's Chelsea. My partner, Scott. To my understanding, you reside here? Yes. Okay. Is it just you? And George. Okay. I have 9 girls. It's 50-50, but Brian, my husband.
Your former husband. Okay. But you reside here with George, and then your son lives with you, or lives there's 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay. So from what
Rodriguez
has told me, she explained last night that you guys were drinking a bottle of wine, and around midnight, you decided you guys.
12:30ish, yeah.
Okay. You guys decided to play hide and seek.
Well, we were playing hide and seek, and then
Was your son home at the time, or okay?
no, with my
See, at least she asked that.
Okay.
Decided to play. We're just stupid like that. Like, sure, we were putting puzzles together. We were doing artwork. You can see the puzzle that we finished in there, and then the artwork, and then decided to play hide and seek, just being stupid.
Okay.
So he decided to get in the suitcase. So I thought it would be funny to, and he was laughing about it too, to dip him up in there. I go upstairs and fell asleep. So this morning when this afternoon, I actually got up out of the bed. I thought for sure he was downstairs on the laptop because he was being really quiet. But then I came upstairs and I'm like, where is he? Like, and then that's when I found him.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Okay. And then you weren't sure about if you woke up this morning.
It was afternoon. I mean, I wasn't
Or this
awake,
afternoon.
but I just didn't want to come downstairs. So
Okay.
I just stayed in the bed for a little while. And then I eventually came downstairs and was confused about where he was. And then I was like, oh my God, he's in the suitcase still. So I pulled him out and I stretched him out and I started to try to do CPR at one. I called you guys. Well, I called Brian.
Okay.
And then as soon as he got here, which is 30 seconds down the road, I called you guys.
Okay.
And the person on the phone had me do the concussions continually still and count with him until you guys shut up.
Okay. And so as a part of our investigation, we obviously have to go inside the house. We have to look at things. Are you okay with us going in the house and looking at things?
Yes.
Okay. And forensics, so we have to have our forensics crime scene investigators come out. Are you also okay with them coming inside, taking photographs and okay. Okay.
Can I ask, is Brian, I'm sorry, George, was he diagnosed with any kind of medical history?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't take drugs. I mean, we'll have the occasional bottle of wine here and there, but I don't know. Like,
That was going to be my next question. So you guys don't normally drink? You just drink once in a while, or?
well, I'm gonna say like, okay, I guess normal drinking is like we will have like a glass of wine or two, like while we're cooking dinner. Sure. Here, we'll play a board game with him. I mean, all games in there. But I mean, it's not like
A couple of beers a day.
Well, but I don't understand though. Like for the little bit that we had, like not how to like I don't know if he had a heart attack or a stroke or anything. You guys remember what happened? I don't know.
So were you guys together all day yesterday? Okay. Here?
Yeah.
Like neither of you left the apartment yesterday?
I think he drove up to the street store to get cigarettes.
Okay.
I mean, you can walk there.
Does he have any history of using any drugs? I know he doesn't now, because you said he doesn't, but
I don't know.
As far as you've ever known him, you've never seen him?
No. I mean, he's from Philadelphia, and he grew up in Philadelphia, and then he went to Massachusetts, and then from Massachusetts came down here. So I don't really know like a whole lot of like medical history or.
How long have you guys been together?
Almost 4 years, like 3.5 years.
You guys been living here the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. He's never been to the doctor or to the hospital during that time?
He and his brother got into a really bad argument.
Listen,
at one point.
you've been dating for 4 years and you don't know if they have any
But
medical
he went to the
history.
hospital
Like,
from that, and then I talked him into going to see like a regular physician so he could get just like a regular like checkup thing.
Yeah.
But there were no red flags.
How long ago was that?
The surgery or
Yeah,
the doctor?
Both.
The surgery I think was at this point what 2 years maybe, 2.5 years. The checkup was probably a good 2 years too.
Okay.
And the suitcase is still in there?
Yep. Always.
Is it normally stored down there? Did you guys travel recently?
No, he was going to start putting some of the what do you call it? Donations in there. So that's why
it's out.
Yes.
Okay. You guys didn't recently travel somewhere or anything like that?
After you zipped them up, did you move the bag around and mess with them at all, or you just zipped it up and walked away?
Me and my folks were laughing about it, but I went upstairs and I fell asleep.
But what position was he in when he went in? Was he sitting on his rear end and his head up and he just kind of bent over?
Okay, so like this is the suitcase. Like this was his head and then he's right here and his feet were up.
So he was laying on his side?
Yes.
You just closed the flap and zipped it around
Yes.
him? Okay.
I believe we were playing.
Understandable. Okay.
So he said that I needed to tell you guys about his family. Like, who do I talk to about that?
We're gonna do that once we walk through and see. Yeah, we're gonna.
not going anywhere. We're
I'm just telling you, like,
Yeah, this is gonna be a
I'm
while.
afraid for my life. I want you to know that. I am afraid for my life. His family have never liked me. I'm the blue-eyed white devil, is what they call me. So they've never liked me. They've never taken me in. They've never accepted me. I'll put it that way.
Have you called any of them?
We talked to his daughters yesterday.
No, I mean, like, about this. Does
No.
anyone know? Okay.
That's
So
why
no one's gonna know until we will be making that notification. So
they're going to
it's
kill me.
okay.
Do
Well,
they live local?
Yes, they're down the road. They're going to kill me. Kids are going to kill me in Philadelphia. They're going to kill me. This was not intentional.
okay.
They're not going to understand that. They're not going to accept it.
We're gonna do a thorough investigation, and we will definitely make sure that you don't feel scared when we leave here. Okay.
And
When
my
we leave.
9-year-old.
Well, he's at school. And he's with your husband.
I know. Well,
Ex-husband.
Your husband said that, or your ex-husband said he made arrangements for your 9-year-old to be picked up.
Oh, okay, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go inside if that's okay.
Yes, please, but you guys just keep.
This is unfucking believable.
All you have to do is get their attention if you have a question or you need to talk to us. He's standing right there. She'll be right here.
Yeah. Okay, but will you guys tell me, like, so you're telling me, like, you won't call whoever it is without telling me, right?
No.
I mean, I have all their phone.
We're not calling. We're not making phone calls. We're actually gonna speak to them in person.
Yeah.
We
That'll
are.
be later
They're
on.
going to. Okay.
It'll be
You'll know
later.
prior to us making any
I'm not going to be here.
Okay.
They're going to kill me.
Okay.
We'll address all of that. Okay, before we leave. Okay.
This was.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my god, there's the neighbors. Like nobody
Okay, just relax. We'll come and talk.
nobody cares if this fucking place is
keep
roped
checking
up
on you.
with fucking yellow tape.
Hey.
Oh my god. She is just yeah, she's a storyteller. She's got to get her story in. She is a whack-a-dack. She's your typical narcissist. Yep. Whew. I don't even know if I can cover this case. I can't handle it. I can't handle this type of shit. So stupid. Okay. Fucking hide and go seek. 40 fucking year olds playing hide and go seek. First of all, get me a break. Second of all, who the fuck gets in a suitcase? Who willingly gets into a suitcase? Did he put her in the suitcase first and it was like, then it was her turn? She took it too far. I mean, who gets in a... I can't.
They're coming out now.
Plays hide and go seek. Plays hide and go seek. Who plays hide and go seek with two people?
She wants to say something.
That's no fun. Ugh. Who plays hide and go seek in that little tiny freaking townhouse?
You don't know anything though, like why or how?
So that we will not know the answer to that because we're not. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna go to the drug office
in a
and he'll have
suitcase.
what's called an autopsy. Yeah, that'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot, hopefully a lot more tomorrow morning as far
Listening to
as
her makes me fucking
him.
ill.
But I cannot. There's no way I could say how, why.
So just by looking at him, like why is he purple?
Oh, that's normal when someone passes away. Lividity, turn.
As soon as the heart stops beating, the blood starts to settle to the lowest points of the body. And then you'll see it becomes very pronounced. So that's
Wait, what the fuck is she asking?
I'll know.
Wants to say something. She wants to talk. I'm on.
You don't know anything though, like why or how?
So that we will not know the answer to that because we're not. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna go to the medical office and he'll have what's called an autopsy. Yeah, that'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot, hopefully a lot more tomorrow morning as far as him. But I cannot. There's no way I could say how, why.
So just by looking at him, like why is he purple?
Oh, that's normal when someone passes away. Lividity, turn.
As soon as the heart stops beating, the blood starts to settle to the lowest points of the body. And then you'll see it becomes very pronounced. So that's what's called a couple. What happens to everyone.
How is she not crying? How is she not like, how is she like, he's dead.
I'm like really scared. I want you guys to know that.
You have all these deputies here, so while we're here, nothing's going to happen to you. Before we go make any notifications, you'll have plenty of time to leave or do whatever you need to do. Okay? And we can talk about that more.
She needs to put a bra on.
It's not going to be a surprise.
She needs to put a bra
But like
on.
I don't like this was totally like not intentional. Like that's what I'm scared about too. Like
we'll have all the answers. We'll have a lot more answers tomorrow after medical exam. We'll look at them. Like you said, what you're seeing here is common. This is us coming out.
Protocol.
Yeah, his age, no real medical history
That I know of.
We're known to have passed away. We come out.
I know. Yeah.
We come out and do an investigation. Medical examiner's office, we send people out. This is what we do. If he was 75 years old and had a history of heart condition, we wouldn't be here.
I don't know what it is.
Exactly, and that's what we're here to find out. We're just here to get the answers. The answers that you want, the answers that his family don't want.
I just really want to see my son. Like, I really need to see my son. I mean, I know I can't go anywhere, but right. So do I just?
She's like, yeah, right. Like, right. And I can't go anywhere. Right.
Anybody else having to show up, or everybody's here that needs to be here? My team's here. That needs to be here. The medical examiners will show up when we call them, but we're not ready for them yet. So they're going to take him. They're going to take the photos, take him. But that's towards the end of it. And they'll be called well in advance when we're ready for them. But we're not ready for them at this point. So then we won't be calling them quite yet. Okay. So like I said, I got to go do some paperwork. They're going to chat with some people, and then we're going to come back and talk to you if you're okay with that. So just give us a little bit more time. Like I said, I need to go and do that. And go through
But do you guys tell his family, like today or
Look
after
this
tomorrow?
world, man.
We have to. It's the
We
law.
have to go make contact with your family.
Yeah.
They have to be notified.
Once our investigation is pretty much complete here, once we leave here, we will be going to.
But again, you'll know. We're not going to just go into it without you knowing. You'll know. We'll talk to you prior to doing anything like that.
But how? I mean, I understand what you guys and how you do it, and you know. So, but like, what do you just tell him? What do you tell his parents? Like, what's the reason?
Passed away.
We tell them what we know at that point.
Yeah.
We tell them the truth.
Oh my God, this girl. She asked the same questions the next day.
I will get the autopsy in the morning.
I got straight A's. My fucking ass, you got straight A's. You are a dumb bitch. There's no fucking way you got straight A's.
So yeah, they're gonna know what we're here,
Fucking.
what we're investigating, and that we're still. They're gonna think I killed him.
Why would they think that?
They always have said that. They've always have said that.
What have they
I
said?
told you it's because I'm the blue-eyed white dragon. That's what they call me. Because they don't want him with me. So he's basically just not really been around his family because he chooses me over them. Even after I've encouraged him numerous times to go over there and see his family. Never accepted me.
Are we sure she doesn't do drugs? I mean, I think I do have it kind of. It's a little fast, but let's see her movie.
My ass, so especially his sister. He had to pull her off me one time.
Do you have somewhere safe that you can go tonight?
Both my parents are deceased. My grandparents are deceased. My aunt and uncle are deceased. I got nobody. I have a brother that's in the Marines, and I've got another one that's in jail.
I got nobody. Bitch, you still got nobody. You got no lawyer. Holy shit, man. You guys, I don't think that she planned to murder this guy though. Like if I was on the jury, like I would have to, the video of them doing, I still don't think that she, like her intent was to kill him. But she's definitely responsible for his death. What are they going for, second degree? I'd find her guilty. I mean, I don't think she. I don't know who the fuck plays hide and go seek. I don't know who the fuck is a 40-year-old plays hide and go seek. I mean, maybe that guy's up there rolling around saying, "Guys, we were not playing hide and go seek." Well, then how the fuck did you end up in the suitcase? Because I don't think her skinny ass could even get your skinny ass in there. Okay, who the hell would let somebody? I don't even know how this happens. Don't you think the jury's gonna have a hard time to like understand any of this? Are they just not gonna believe it? Are they gonna believe, like, are you gonna have to ask the son, hey, would you guys play hide and go seek? Like, tell me she's not having her son testify. She will plead out. I don't think she's pleading. She wants her day, I guess, in court out. Who knows? I mean, I would take a plea. This is insane. What, did they offer her a plea? I mean, don't you think that you should be offering someone like this a plea? She's definitely going to prison. I think, I mean, the girl needs to be told when to take a shit, when to take a shower, probably when to have sex. I don't even know. What do I do next? What do I do now? What's on the table? I don't even know. This is the first time I've ever seen this stuff. He was begging to get out, and she wouldn't let him out. Why is he purple? Bitch, are you kidding me? She just said, I get straight A's. I've gotten straight A's. And she just asked the police why he is purple. I got nothing. Why was he purple? Why was he all purple like that? No one's body can fit like that. I'm sorry, but I don't understand. I don't care if you're 5 foot. How do you get in? How do you get into a suitcase like that? Can somebody please at home demonstrate to me how a 5 foot, 140-pound person gets into a suitcase and it gets... Anybody want any takers out there? Lana is a fun-sized boyfriend, like 4'10". I don't even think you get a 4'10" motherfucker in there. You guys, it's not a big suitcase, though. It's not a big suitcase. What's the dimensions here? Has that come out? Maybe it's on video of him getting in the suitcase. I would never zip myself up in a suitcase. I don't. Fuck, don't even zip it up. I want to see how you would lay in that motherfucker. Don't even zip it up. Do you think he was passed out and she put him in there and then she zipped it up because he was passed out and then he came to in the suitcase? Because I can't imagine that this guy who's like all forceful fighting, they're always getting DV and blah, blah, that he would just let this happen. Especially if there's like all the marks on him, like he's got, the bump, like, I don't know. He got in. It's on video. So it is on video that he got in. I don't know. I've never seen it. This is my first time with this case. I think it's absolute crazy. Someone said that he was hiding in the shower and he never came to look for her, so she was mad. Fuck. The fuck? All right, guys. I'm going to bed. I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight. This is wild. Why didn't she just say that she slept downstairs? That's why I think that I don't think. I mean, if she was planning, you would have said that she fell asleep right there on the couch. You would have said I went all the way upstairs, made a conscious for that, then I went to bed and I just left him down there. That's why I don't think that this was. I think they were drunk. Fuck, looks like they're on drugs. Who knows? Meth. I think this is sick. And I thought, like, Asphyxiation sex was sick. This takes a whole nother level, man. She should lose. I think she should just go to prison and take manslaughter, whatever the hell they're going to offer her, and she should get some help. Maybe she could one day, I don't know, be reunited with her son when she's healthy. Like, this is just crazy. All right, guys, peace out. I don't have to think about this. There's no proof she forced him into the suitcase. Yeah, I agree. I don't. I feel really sorry for a kid. I think she's definitely unwell. I think that dude had to be unwell. I mean, did these people have jobs? Did these people work? Where did these people work? Where did she work? This was during the day on the weekday. Does she have a job? Something's seriously off. I can't wait till they ask her what her job was. She's a YouTube creator. All right, guys, peace. It is just bizarre. No, I think it's even worse than that. I just think it's no job. I mean, how does she have money? They selling drugs. He worked part-time. How do they afford that place? All right, guys, peace. On your way out, hit the thumbs up. Make yourself known. Wow. The ex-husband gave her money. What? I'm sorry. And that guy bought her out of house. All right, guys. Good night.